You probably don't have the sound up then, because we can all hear it, so it's fine.
Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Hi. Hi, stream.
We'll be getting started in just a moment.
I'm probably going. You know what? I'm probably going to have the stream chat as Papa, but like, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna watch the stream.
Hello! There we go. Alright, I got my camera on now, so now we're good to go.
Oh boy, it's the bearded beauty.
Damn right.
Actually, you know what? Usually people don't look. People usually don't look like their profile pictures. You do, and I think that's really cool.
Well, he modeled it after his picture. Or he modeled it after his face.
You're kind of quiet. What were you saying?
Saying most people don't look like their profile picture, but you do.
Oh yeah, no, that literally was a picture of me looking at a camera with glasses and a hat on. And I then traced over it and sent it to an artist who then made that.
You should maybe like turn me a little bit quiet if I'm too like.
Ooh, an advertisement.
Because I can't really talk any louder.
Oh no, you're good. No, don't worry about it. I was just saying I couldn't hear you. That's all. You're fine. I got that all that adjusted already. But yeah. So
okay.
We are here for session 1, Act 1 of Lost Mines of Phandelver, and then eventually we're going to go right into Horde of the Dragon Queen. This module here will take you guys from levels 1 to 5. We are currently absent one member. That would be Knock. Actually, let me try and ping him on Discord too while we're getting all this set up. Actually, if one of you guys could do that for me, that'd be great.
I'll do it.
Thank you. So yeah, let's kind of get into it a little bit here. So I know a couple of you guys made a little bit of an adjustment to your backstories, but I do know that 2 of you guys, whoops, wrong button, are playing brothers.
Yes.
So if you guys want to briefly talk about just your guys' relationship as brothers and whatever else you might want to divulge.
Me and Z, me being James and Z, are playing Rain and Locke Samal. We are both Genasi, although we are a different type of Genasi. Same mother, different fathers. And together we make up the Samal brothers. I have a fiance, Zaffi. She ran away with us when we escaped our last town for unforeseeable reasons. But we have all been traveling together for a while now, and I'd have to say me and Locke make a good team. He protects my face from getting smashed in, and I occasionally cause things that make him protect me from getting my face smashed in.
That's right.
Sounds awesome. Do you guys want to share what class you're playing, or do you want to leave that to a mystery?
I don't mind. I am a bard.
I am a fighter.
So Locke is a fighter and Rain is a bard. Very good. Joining the 2 brothers is a lovely young lady, Zafi, played by Anna. You want to talk a little bit about Zafi?
Well, basically, the whole thing is that she's a really kind person. She always tries to help people, like working things out for other people if they need her to. But she can get pissed off really easy. That's why I basically like to go with the beautiful hashtag "Don't piss off the healer," because she's also really hot-headed. She's a cleric. And she basically all she does is basically following her fiance around because she's afraid that he's going to get his face smashed.
So it takes 2 people to protect Rain from getting his face smashed.
Do I have to say anything more?
No, you're good. It sounds like Rain has a lot of protection from face smashing. So
Yeah, I need it. I get in a lot of situations that require my face being protected.
fair enough. Okay, and then Shady can introduce Nock whenever he's able to make it. But last but not least, we have for right now we have Rogon, is it Shield Dower?
It is Rogan Shieldar. He is short and aggressive. He's a middle-aged dwarf, has a face filled with creases, an indicator of anger and pain, followed by which are his eyes, which hold a fiery and passionate gaze as he stares into oblivion. Across his chest, he wears 4 bear claws and has the tattoo of a real round shield on his arm. He is a hired thug in all senses of the word. And going back to from me, he is a barbarian, and he's pretty tall for a barbarian. He is 4'7". Yeah, that's tall. And he is also a good weight. Let's just leave it at that then, and he's also nicknamed the strongest shield.
So he's a good weight. Is he a little
Yep.
bit sensitive to his weight then? No one likes to talk about that.
That's it.
It's just the way you said that, yeah. It's just kind of like a mystery. Alright,
Max, you're muted.
Yeah.
what? Oh, there we go. Sorry. My push to talk button wasn't working on Discord. Okay, anyway.
I saw you talking. I saw you talking on stream, but I wasn't hearing
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I gotta make sure I hold the right button down for push to talk. It helps. Okay, cool. So, that being said, you guys met up in Neverwinter. Let me pull up the right page. Sorry. Alright. So, in the city of Neverwinter, a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker asks you to bring a wagon load of provisions to the rough and tumble settlement of Phandelver, a couple days' travel southeast of the city. Gundren was clearly excited and more than a little secretive about his reasons for the trip, saying only that he and his brothers had found something big, and that he'd pay you 10 gold pieces each for escorting his supplies safely to Barthen's Provisions, which is a trading post in the town of Phandelver. He then set out ahead of you on horse, along with a warrior escort named Sildar Hallwinter, claiming he needed to arrive early to take care of some business. Now, that being said, you guys can decide how you were able to obtain this information. Gundren would have sought you guys out from within the city or the town of Neverwinter, kind of leaving you guys on your first taste of adventure throughout the world. I think I'll bring you over to a map real quick here. Okay. So up to the top, you guys see the town of Neverwinter. That's where your journey began. You guys then traveled along the high road, heading south, where you then made the turn west down the Tribor Trail. At this point, you spent the last few days following the high road south from Neverwinter, and you've just recently east along the Tribor Trail. You've encountered no trouble so far, but this territory can be dangerous. Bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk along the trail. And that being said, this cartload of provisions is being towed by 2 oxen. There's about just enough room in this cart for maybe 2 or 3 of you to possibly sit in it, but one person will need to be driving the cart. Who would that be?
That would be me.
No, I'll be probably standing hang shift because I can also drive.
Alright, just a second.
I would probably be walking alongside the cart with my a tune to keep everyone busy and bored.
And I would look out of the cart once in a while, being like, "Oh, come on, come in. That's not good. You will get sick."
What would you guys have been discussing during your travels?
Probably just playing a game of I Spy that usually ends up being trees and grass.
You would probably cheat.
How do you cheat at I Spy?
Good question.
Saying something like, "Oh, we just passed it." Bye,
So
sweet.
that battle map I spent all that time making apparently has been erased.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, yay!
Like it's
It'll-
it's seriously just a black screen.
Yeah, it'll come back later. Like 3 days, maybe a week, maybe 4,000 days later. Who knows?
Hmm.
I'm
Are
gonna
you sure it's not
refresh.
like Fog of War or something?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
In
Oh my god,
days,
it's back. Oh, thank God.
in
Oh
days,
man,
how
we got
long will
lucky.
our
I just refreshed.
in days or hours? How long will our trip take?
Alright, let's see. I'm sorry,
Max?
okay. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said in days or hours, depending on what you want to measure it. How long will the trip take?
Hang on, let me go back to the map real quick. Hang on. I have that information somewhere.
Good old Phandelver. Phandelver.
Fondalin. There was a scale on the map. Where'd it go? One second.
Most of the question, another
It was
question I
like 2
think
to
that I
3
have
days,
is,
wasn't it, Max?
Yeah, it was something like that, because it's about 45 miles. Yeah, I want to say
Also
it
no-
was 3 days to Phandalin. That's what it was. Yes, 3 days.
another question that I have is, how long have we stayed in Neverwinter before we made our way?
I think that's up for us to decide.
That is up to you guys and your backstory. When
Okay.
and how long
We
and how you
probably
want to
haven't been
divulge
in
that.
Neverwinter for long.
Hmm?
And we probably haven't been in Neverwinter for long.
Okay. From the stuff you would probably say something like, "It's so sad that we couldn't stay in Neverwinter for longer." I think it was. I think it's a quite pretty place actually.
I agree, sweetie, but we need money, and this is an easy job. Go
Well,
from
I don't
point A to
really.
point B.
I don't really trust this. This area isn't really the safest place.
Oh, we'll be fine. Especially with Locke protecting us, I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah, because Locke could do so much shit without me.
Oh, he's very capable, aren't you, brother?
That's right. I can protect you both.
Very well. And I keep strumming on my lyre.
Lovely tune, brother.
Thank you.
Alright, that being said, you guys should see the map now.
Yeah, boy.
Left side of the map if you're zoomed in too far.
I can just see a little square. Oh, the card is actually pretty cute.
The if you're not familiar, I do have dynamic lighting on. The tall, straight, like black lines you see sticking out from the trees are the tree trunks. Obviously, you guys can't see through tree trunks, so that's why those are there.
Okay.
As you guys are kind of coming down the path here, this part of the path kind of like descends down a little bit. If you remember, there were mountains to the north of you guys on the Neverwinter map that I showed you. These are kind of like where the road kind of winds through like a tight and narrow passageway. Right now I have Locke set up to be driving. Effie was in the back, and then the other two are kind of walking on the sides of the path, or the cart. I believe is what you guys are doing. If not, you guys can move your tokens to where you would have been.
That'd probably be right here.
Will we make that way? Like, will we go this whole way, this journey, in one bit, or will we like take a break in between?
What do you mean?
Oh, 2 day trip, honey. Will we take a break?
Well, I mean, once it turns night, if we're still not there, yes, we will rest.
All right.
It's not safe. It's
Never
not
had a
safe
game.
certainly during the day. It'd be much less safe at night.
Yeah.
Never
There's
ran a game with a fiance.
things hidden in these woods. Too big. Too scary.
A dwarf that's scared. Well, now that's something I've never heard of.
Oh, don't.
Then
don't
you
be
hadn't
like
faced
that.
death.
Don't be mean to him, man. He's just so short.
He's so short. All right. At this point in the trip, you've been on the Tribor Trail for about half a day. Maybe it's 2 days total to the to Phandelver then. As you come around a bend, you see something kind of off in the distance. Let me kind of reveal the map a little bit to you guys. If I can find the right button.
There should be an eye on the left
He
side.
knows how. He knows how.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I appreciate the help.
See? Can we see until like back there?
Yeah, anything you can see. Anything you could see, you could see. So I just revealed. Go ahead.
Do you see what is going on there?
Locke, go ahead, bring the cart to a stop.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Alright.
Cover me.
Walk back.
About 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path, are two dead horses. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of them. The woods press close to the trail here, with a steep embankment and dense thickets on either side.
How dead are these horses?
They look like they've been dead for about a day.
On a scale from 1 to dead, they're dead.
They are clearly dead.
Okay. No bones sticking
Does
out.
it does it look like flesh was ripped from them?
They look like they were mauled, as if they were attacked and dragged to the ground. If you want to roll a perception check, you can try and spot.
Yeah.
Arrows, maul.
Perception or survival?
What are you trying to figure out exactly, other than what I've already told you?
Well, can I tell what did it to them?
Roll.
That would be medical, right? That would be medical check, right?
Well, looking at the black arrows, you can try and roll a history check. Maybe if you could try and figure out what maybe did this.
Yeah, like what would kind of use that arrows.
They are not of military quality. They are definitely not of a quality of arrow that you would be seen used by an archer or a marksman or somebody of organized ranks of some sort. It definitely looks crude. The feathers on the arrow may be even from that of like a crow or some type of black bird.
Goblin, orc, get prepared.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Question,
No.
Max. Is up here... Oh, why won't it ping? Because I'm on the wrong tool. Is up here, like a ridge?
Yeah, so this ridge is up above you guys.
Alright, I'm gonna
And
make my
then,
way...
yeah, this comes down, and then this comes down again.
Make my way up here, see if I can see anything.
Okay, you can roll a perception check.
Sure thing.
Okay.
5. Oh, one second, I need to turn off the advantage.
Up, yeah. Yeah, well,
About 5.
like you know, I always use the left roll when you do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I understand.
I gotta find my d20.
I will basically like say something, like I will yell a little bit longer. What can you see, guys? What can you see?
Dead horses. Some.
Yeah, I can see that. I want to know more.
Okay. Killed by some goblin or something of that sort. Seems this trail is dangerous on this forward head now. Might want to get it prepared, get weaponed. And he takes out his maul, by the way.
Yeah, I take out my longsword and my shield.
I'm going to take up my weapons as well.
Okay. So, Locke, as you kind of move up preparingly, let's see. Well, Rain, you kind of looking around, you're not able to discern really much more than what you see in front of you there. But Locke, of course, as you get closer to the horses, you suddenly hear the sound of a war cry. And let me reveal the rest. So nobody's going to be surprised because you guys were prepared with weapons out. Let me reveal the rest of the map, and then we can get going.
Oh boy. Sione told you we will get attacked.
Easy job, easy pay.
Easy jobs, he said. Easy gold, he said. Escort, he said.
The easy stuff. Kill it. The easy stuff. Now let's do this.
Alright, initiative.
Yep, please go ahead and roll initiative, and yeah. So from out behind some bushes and trees, you hear the sound of just goblins.
Whoops.
As two jump out of the bushes farther away, and then two much, much closer to you guys.
Now does
Okay.
that make the initiative?
Yeah, Max, you'll have to add him to the initiative tracker. You forgot to click his character.
I took out my car. Oh, okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Alright, let me do the goblins real quick.
21 is a good thing. I'm in love with my 21. I got a natural 20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Green is
say
a natural.
I will get... And you said I will get out of natural 20s if I throw too much.
No, it's just a joke. It's statistically impossible for you to run out of natural 20s.
That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, on that note, Zafi, you hear this war cry as you make your comment about being attacked on this trip. And I believe it was Rogan that said, easy gold, easy money. And then you hear this war cry, and you look up onto the ridge, you look to the south there in the bushes, and you see two goblins with scimitars kind of leaping out, attempting to ambush you guys.
Okay. I would basically when I make my way a little bit further, using where are you? Where are you, character sheet? Sacred Flame. Okay. Works. Does it work? Did I did something right?
Yeah, Sacred Flame, that works.
You posted
then you
the
make a
spell.
dexterity save.
Yeah.
Who are you shooting?
Yeah.
The one below me. This one.
Now, what's your DC? It should say on your spell sheet.
Spell sheet. What?
Oof. That saves. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
A 21 definitely saves.
Man, Max, you're just wrong good tonight.
Well, I was prepared. I was ready for a
Yeah.
tough group of adventurers here.
Oh, do you
Ready
have
to
another
go.
game tonight?
Yeah, I do. That's why I'm right now. I'm getting warmed up for the tough group later.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Apparently not us.
So,
I'm like after I fail using my sacred flame, I'm like, log.
so how does Zafi cast Sacred Flame? Like, what does she do?
She has a holy symbol with her, which is a necklace of a god that I don't remember the name of right now. One second. Latherant or something.
Is it Lotharen?
And she would basically grab that necklace and concentrate, and then she would leash out with her left hand. Like she's holding the necklace with her right, and she's leashing out with her left hand.
Does she just yell Sacred Flame, or is it more of like an internal thought before this flame?
It's an internal thought.
Perfect. So yeah, this goblin kind of moves out of the way of this this flame that kind of comes out of nowhere, and it's almost as if it accidentally dodged it, but nonetheless, it gets a smirk across its face as it kind of holds the scimitar in a very untrained way as it begins to charge at you guys.
Mark, do
So this goblin
something.
charges straight for Zafi as she misses that attack and swings wildly with its scimitar.
That's a miss.
So it untrainedly it steps in like a rut on the ground, and it swings, and the blade comes down right in front of you and kind of hits the dirt, and it looks up at you on its next turn, prepared to swing again. His other goblin to the north is going to come bustling out of the trees, directly towards the lovely bard.
No! Why
As,
me?
as it also swings wildly with its scimitar.
Hey, it misses.
Don't
Right.
touch my baby!
Rain kind of goes, "What?" and turns and dodges it as the goblin misses it. The goblin looks frustrated. Locke, you're going to look up. You see this goblin attacking your friend Zafi here. You may turn back quickly to hear the sounds of two short bows pluck as two arrows come sailing at you.
Okay. The first one hits, the second one doesn't.
So you turn back just in time to see an arrow plunge right into kind of like your collarbone area. You're able to kind of spin out of the way a little bit as the other one hits the dirt behind you. At this, Locke, how do you respond?
I am gonna say to Zephy, "You got this? I'm gonna go get my brother."
Yeah, sure.
Because doesn't have
brother.
much. Because brother.
Because brother.
Fuck.
Off to a great start tonight, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, off a great start today.
you wave your longsword, but the goblin's a little bit shorter than you thought it was, and he kind of ducks down a little lower, and you kind of nick off a little bit of his black hair on the top of his head, leaving it kind of fluttering in the wind. If
Give
nothing
him a
else, though,
haircut.
yeah, Rain, your brother has come to help you. What are you going to do?
This guy in front of me doesn't know how to hold a sword. He couldn't even hit me, and I know I'm easy to hit. I'm more worried about the two that just almost hit my brother. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Sleep right here to catch these two.
All right, that was like a 120-foot range on it, doesn't it?
It's a 90-foot range and a 20-foot radius circle.
Oh yeah, you're well within that. All right.
Yeah, that's why I was doing so much measuring earlier. And Sleep. Level 1. So 21 hit points are affected. Do you know how sleep works, Max? Not a lot of people do.
Did you really just ask me that? I mean, it affects them both, but it's not letting me put a token on this one for some reason. It's on the token layer. What the hell?
Double click.
Ah, there we go. Okay, I just deleted the token and made a new one. Yeah, so you, how do you cast sleep? Like, what is it? How does it work with you?
I pretty much, still holding my lyre from earlier. I just strum a few keys and then hit like a last tone, and they just sort of like their eyes just start drifting closed, and then they just pass out.
Yeah, so that exactly happens, and like they were knocking their next arrows to try and hit, someone in your party there, and then like they were pulling them back, and then like they hear this tune, and they kind of cock their heads to the side like a dog does when it hears a noise that it's, not sure if it agrees with, and they kind of look at each other, and they both just kind of just fall face first into the ground. The southern one lands face first in like a puddle of mud, just splattering it everywhere. The one up top kind of falls into like the bush a little bit.
They're almost killed when they sleep.
Rogan, you've been like way in the battlefield and surveying this combat as these goblins are attacking. Two of them just passed out. How do you respond?
Okay. So I pop my neck, crick crack, and look at the one attacking the human. The wonderful woman that is right there, and I think, let's put him to the ground. I'm gonna go
I'm
into
an
a rage.
half-elf. Just saying.
Yeah. I'm gonna put
Half-elf.
him. Well, human to me. You're good enough for that. But he's going to go into a rage. Bonus action there. Then he is going to charge and make a tackle on this guy right here.
So you're attempting to grapple?
Yeah, put him on the ground, put him prone.
Yep. Go ahead and roll strength.
It's acrobatics versus. Sorry, 1 second. It's. I think
Athletics.
that's right. Athletics versus acrobatics or athletics.
Exactly.
Okay.
My bad.
Athletics.
You
I
got
get
it.
advantage due to a rage. 17.
14. You don't have advantage. You do have advantage.
Raged.
Raged.
I'm an idiot. You're right.
You
You even
got,
said it and it didn't register.
you got it under control there, DM?
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I meant that jokingly.
Whoa.
Oh no, you
Double nat one.
I don't know if you guys watch wrestling or not, but if you know what a spear is, so you just
Yeah.
you just obliterate this goblin, and he just like his scimitar goes flying through the air, and he just plants right into the dirt, like and slides like a little bit. You guys just kind of like slide into the ground, and yeah, you got him.
That's exactly what I was hoping for.
There we go. Put a little token on him for the prone. Let's see. At that, Zafi, this dwarf, comes flying and just obliterates this goblin, burying him into the ground.
I'm a little bit confused, being like, okay. Then it would like turn a little bit to the like turn my head around, like I'm being like, sweetie, are you alright there?
I'm fine. Take care of that one. You see, as I'm like dodging a scimitar.
Okay. So I spit in my hands, I rub them together, and then I'm like trying
hey,
to hit him
Rose.
with my mace.
Welcome
This
to
is
the
advantage
game.
because
Thank
he's
you for stopping
prone.
by. And thank you for the host.
So
That's
17
awesome. You're
damage.
awesome.
That's pretty good.
Does that hit?
Absolutely.
And I'm doing 2 damage.
So you take your mace and you whack him with it as he's laying on the ground, and you try to hit him in the head, you try to finish him off, but he kind of like moves his head to the side, and you just kind of catch his arm, kind of like thudding it into the dirt, leaving some marks, some outlines from the decor of your mace in his skin. And he kind of howls in pain and is fighting with this dwarf that had buried him into the ground. And at that, this goblin up top, having seen the man with the long sword swinging at him, is going to turn and use his scimitar and try and defend himself.
Misses.
Ooh.
So he swings at you, and you kind of like lower your long sword after your last swing, and you kind of deflect his scimitar aside. Not able to do any damage. The goblin on the ground over here is going to try and weasel his way out from Rolgon's grasp. So if you want to roll...
Okay.
Oh god, it doesn't matter what you roll. Okay. Yeah, he tries to get away, and you just like grab him by the neck and just keep him held
3
there.
nat 1.
Yeah, that one's not doing very good.
Oof.
Yeah. Remember all those good rolls you said I was going to do? They didn't happen.
Gotta jinx it, man. I also kick our ass.
Yeah.
One thing I don't remember is how
Sleep
long
work?
does sleep last?
Until they take damage or someone spends an action to wake them up.
Otherwise, a minute.
Otherwise,
Oh yeah, it's a
I
whole
think-
minute. Okay, yeah, it's 1
Yeah,
minute.
otherwise a minute.
But yeah, we're definitely nowhere near a minute here. So okay, cool. So one of them kind of puts his thumb in his mouth and kind of like rolls over in the fetal position, just all comfy, laying in the mud. No, I'm sorry, the one up top's
Aw.
doing that. The one on the bottom's like snoring into a mud puddle. So it's just like
It's all in his
bubbles.
mouth.
Like bubbles are just coming out around him.
Aww, he's almost like a baby.
So Locke, you now parried this goblin. How do you respond?
By attacking him in the face.
Cut him down, Locke.
Ian, you're watching the others play. Oh, Rose, you should totally play
That
D&D. I have so many games going on. Holy crap, you definitely hit him. You killed him. How do you end this goblin?
As I parry his attack, I go around and swing my sword around and just lob his head off.
And, like,
Wonderful job, Rain.
The head kind of
I'm sorry.
spins up into the air. And Rain, you have a moment to catch it there.
Sure, why not?
So you reach out and you grab onto this goblin's head, and its eyes are just like looking at you, looking around wildly, and then like it just dies as the body kind of falls off the edge a little bit.
Wonderful job, Rain, honey. Amazing.
The sigh.
Thank you. I didn't do anything, but thank you.
And actually, it is your turn as well, Rain. So you catch this goblin head, and you look down, and you see Rogan has pinned the goblin to the ground. 2 of them are sleeping soundly. What do you do?
I sort of turn the head to look at Locke, and I sort of move the mouth like, "Good shot! I never saw it coming." And I drop the head.
Rose, you might be able
Rogar,
to
stop
join this
fiddling
game
with
if
the
you
damn
want.
thing and kill it. And I give Rogar some inspiration.
We'll talk about this after the stream rose, but if you want to play in this game, we
D6
might
inspiration,
be
bud.
able to get you in.
Yeah.
Alright, and that's my turn.
So Rogan got an inspiration thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's technically a bonus action, I think, but I don't have really an action to do, so.
Yeah, no, you're good. Okay, cool. And Rogan, is your turn. So suddenly you feel inspired to just do great things. You can move mountains with your
Oh
will.
yeah. Oh yeah. I just push this goblin back on the ground, and I put my other hand on my maul, and I bring it down on his head. So let's do that. Get +6. 1 second. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that after the game.
Roll. Oh, it ain't rolling.
I mean, it's thinking about it.
Yep. Yeah, did it twice. Oh, come on, man.
The
What do you
suspense
do?
is killing me, whether you actually smash his face in or not.
I'll just roll the that D6 now. Okay.
Okay, well, there's a damage if you hit. Well, you gotta add your strength, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Well,
No, it's just a
not,
D6.
If it's not rolling, then do a, just roll it in chat.
Just roll a 1d20,
Plus whatever.
21.
Yeah, you
Let me
got
see
him.
if I get.
2 damage.
No, that's not. The D6 was the bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Not as damage.
21. So it's gonna be let's see, 2d6 plus 5. No, 3.
Six
Ooh.
damage.
You clobber him right in the face, and you already described where you hit him. So you essentially just cave in the whole front part of his face,
Yes.
just
Is it still alive?
smashing it into the ground. It is definitely not alive. The arms are just kind of like flailing in the air for a second as you lift your mace off, like a tooth is stuck to your mace, and then like the body just stops
Another for
moving.
the pile.
I will then shout out. I should mention we don't have much longer until those other two wake up.
At that, Zephy, it is your turn.
Okay. Okay. So once again, I'm gonna cast a Sacred Flame, but this time as a level 2 spell. So how do I throw it? No, basically, it's the first dexterity saving throw, right?
You don't have level 2 slots yet, Anna.
No, level 1. I'm sorry. I'm always getting confused about that. I'm really sorry. Doesn't matter. We got this.
Also, I'm pretty sure Sacred Flame is a cantrip.
It is, but for some reason I can't add the level. Don't even ask.
I'll look at your character sheet after the game's over. I think I can fix it for you.
Good job. So they need to do a dex save.
They fail automatically. Which one are you attacking?
Okay, this one. I need to do 1d8, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Now the question is always 11.
So basically, what I'm doing is I'm grabbing my holy symbol with both hands and closing my eyes, doing that inner thought, and like leash out with both of my hands to create that flame.
If 4 doesn't kill it, it wakes up.
Yep. So your sacred flame comes flying down, or from wherever it comes from, for that matter, from the gods themselves, and just hits this goblin, kind of like completely crisping the right side of its body as it lays there in the fetal position, causing it to just jolt awake. Half damaged, its body all mangled and scarred and burned. It wakes up and it picks up its scimitar, or it begins to pick up its scimitar, I should say. It's currently still prone.
Yeah, Max has to make an action to do that.
Whatever. Zafi, do you want to move, or is your turn over?
My turn is over. I will stick with the dwarf for now. The small one needs protection as well.
Yep.
So
Yep.
the goblin wakes up, and I'm sorry, it has a short bow. It picks up its short bow, and it kind of like fumbles its way forward a little bit. Hang on, let's do this. Moving 10 feet, okay. It lifts up its short bow, and it aims at you, Zafi, and it shoots an arrow.
It doesn't hit.
Yeah, the arrow sails past you. Rogan, you hear it like kind of right by the top of your head as it sails off into the trees behind you guys. And at that point, it turns and just starts running.
Don't let him get away.
Too bad I can't run. It already uses movement.
Yeah, it took
Wrong.
about half movement.
Use
Oh
half
shit, it
movement
has
to
half
stand
because
up,
it's right. Hang on, I
and
gotta move
then
it
it
back.
used 10 feet.
It can only go 5, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Hang on. What's its speed? Is 30. Okay, I gotta move it back 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, move it back 7, but whatever. It's there. The other one.
Well, it was right about here. Like it was right about here, so it moved 10 feet, and then it could only move 5 more.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know. I
There you go.
guesstimated. You know what? Just because I don't like your arrows, I'm moving it here. Okay, at that, the other goblin kind of snores in the mud puddle. Maybe storing in a little bit of mud. It kind of coughs a little bit while it's sleeping. Locke, you're up.
I'm gonna prevent this one from escaping. I'm gonna try to hit it.
That
Oh
rolled
yeah,
20.
boy.
No, that misses.
Nope, put it down.
Yeah, how do you finish this one off?
As I catch up to it, I sweep its leg with my long sword and just like cut off his leg, and then I come back down and stab him in the chest.
Why is your fighting style always that bloody?
That's how I do things.
The goblin just dies without much of an issue there. Rain, your brother, just ran off and slaughtered another goblin. You're just standing there holding a head. What do you do?
Sort of put my hands on my hips and sort of like lean forward and backwards, just like looking around, like this is taking too long. And just sort of sigh and look off at the one all the way over there on the ground, like right, don't forget that one. You know, try to kill him. Yeah. Rogan, go. Yeah.
Rogan.
Go!
And just sort of like just look around, like all like partly nervous, but also like, come on, it's taking a little too long. Don't let it wake up. And yeah, I don't really have anything I can do.
All right then.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna start searching this guy's body. Why not? Why not? Right? I don't have anything else to do. Why not?
Okay. I will tell you what you find on your next turn then.
So, Rogan with his stubby legs is going to use a dash to here, ba-ba-boop, ba-ba-doop. And that's his turn.
As you're running by, you kick something kind of leathery on the ground there. And as you're looking down, as you're dashing by, you realize there's a map case that you kind of kicked, and that was this thing right here.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, so you kind of like trip on it a little bit. Or not trip on it, but it hits your toe as you run by, and you turn and look, and you see it as you run up to that goblin.
I will.
So-
Blah.
Zafi.
Okay, I will go to that map, not pick it up, just like getting my buddy over it so it's like kind of safe. And being like, okay, we're gonna look out for that later. For now, I should do that. And since it's still sleeping, I can like just do my damage roll.
Me and Rose will have a conversation after the game here and
And I'm
make
doing
sure that
7 damage on him.
the time and everything works.
Ooh-wee. This
Again,
one.
closing my eyes and summoning my sacred place. That's it.
Yeah, so Rogan, as you get up to it, this flame comes out of nowhere and hits it, and the goblin just boom, just kind of like explodes in place a little bit.
And as the rage
Get your
fades.
third one.
Okay, what happened?
And I'm picking up the map case and like looking into it.
Ooh.
Okay, at this we'll be out of combat, so you guys can kind of go do what your characters will be doing next, and then we'll kind of go through and reveal anything to be revealed.
I'm still searching this one's body.
I'm gonna check for tracks, see which way they were gonna go.
Yeah, definitely, because he started running in that direction, so he must be.
Yeah.
There must be something this way.
Sweetie, do you know about maps?
Not really. I mean, I got a lot of skills in this life, but maps isn't one of them.
I basically open the map case and like shake it into my head, see if in my hands, palm of my hand, seeing if something is inside.
As you open up the map case, you find that there is nothing in there. It is an empty leather map case.
Can I do some sort of check to like get a better look inside to see if there are like any like
Yeah, you can
anything?
roll investigation.
Good.
We're checking for tracks for survival.
Yes, it would.
Okay.
I'll go over there and help him. To give him
Nice little
advantage.
intimidation check on that map right there.
I'm sorry, I was in the investigation. There you go.
Yeah,
19.
as you're intimidating that map, investigating it thoroughly, trying to convince it to reveal its secrets, the map kind of stares back at you longingly like, please don't handle me this way, I don't have anything else to give. And unfortunately, you find nothing else in the map. It's just an empty map case.
No.
So the survival check, the tracks clearly lead up, also known as north. You reveal a trail.
Also known as North.
So you realize that there are many tracks that kind of head through this like foot-worn path. This path is clearly not something that's been created or manufactured, but the feet of many goblins coming up and down this way. Clearly, this area is being used as an ambush spot to catch and kill and kidnap any people who come through this way. The tales of goblins and bandits and orcs and everything along these paths are proving to be very, very true. Though perhaps those 10 gold pieces might not be enough at this point. But nonetheless, you guys have an option to continue on to the path onto this town of Phandelver, or to investigate this path heading north. Also, the dead horses still lay there, waiting to be looked over.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
go over and check like what this red cloth is and check the horses.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna start moving them as well.
I'm gonna move there, and I'm gonna grab Rain's hand, being pulling him a little bit like to that path, being like, what if there are still survivors? We should go and see.
We will check. We will definitely check, but let's just see if the horses give us any clue of who this was.
Can I do a medical check and like see all the virus?
Yeah, you can roll a medicine check. And then, okay. And whoever's investigating the horses, if you want to roll an investigation check on them too.
Sure. I
I'm gonna
can't
bring the
roll
card.
anything good tonight.
Okay, let's see how
God.
many threes there are.
That's a lot of threes going on
2,
today.
So what I'm
One,
doing is basically
4.
I'm like getting on my knees and like kind of rubbing over the like where the neck of the horse, being like, oh, you poor thing. Well, like we're looking for like more for the injuries, the cause, and what exactly could it be, and maybe some more information through medicine check.
And I want to be checking out the horse, or like investigating the horses, but I'm just too busy checking out Zaffy
That's a
as she
bird.
squats down.
You look at that bird right there. Yeah. That's a bird right there. Not one.
I'm also giving it a sigh while I'm doing my own investigation check.
So Zafi, looking over this horse, these horses were very, very healthy. They were well kept. They were meant for travel. They were large and strong, and definitely not malnourished. They were clearly brought down by the stabbing of what appears to be scimitars and arrows. It looks like they died rather quickly. You notice that these two horses do have saddlebags on them. And as that kind of all of you guys kind of investigate these horses, you realize you've seen them before. On one of them sat a stout dwarf who actually offered to pay you guys 10 gold to bring these provisions to Phandelver. The other horse clearly was being ridden by a fighter that you guys had met back in the town of Neverwinter named Sildar Hallwinter. These two horses belong to them two, who a day prior had set out ahead of you guys to meet you in the town of Phandelver.
You know what I just imagine in a situation? I just imagine like Steffi jumping up, being like, "We have to help them," and like we have to do something, and then like Rain is also like jumping up, being like, "Yes, they still owe us money."
But yes, the money!
The money! Okay, I'm gonna start moving these as soon as she starts finishing up her investigation. Moving the horses.
We should.
Okay.
We should.
Athletics or strength?
Since there are no bodies of them here, we probably should get going and see if they
Yeah,
kept
yeah,
them.
we will, but we need to secure the cart first.
So, moving the horses, does anybody help him?
I'll help them.
With
I
enough time,
won't.
you guys will be able to move them off of the path without much of an issue. Where do you guys put them to? You just kind of throw them off the edge or hide them in the trees?
Let's just go over here, put them by the trees.
Yeah.
Over
But
here.
I'm gonna wait there. As I'm going, like, kind of doing a praying, like, for them to set them off.
Well, what's the red cloth? Is that blood?
The red cloth appears to be a cloak that, part of a cloak that Sildar Hallwinter was wearing.
Oh, okay. Is it bloody at all? I know it's hard to tell red on blood, but is there any darker patches on it?
Looking at the ground and at the clothing and at the horses, it's pretty clear that some fighting went on.
Okay.
I'm gonna move
Zephy... Go ahead, sorry.
Goblin here. I'm gonna move this goblin
Maybe-
off as well.
May the High Goddess of the Light will always be looking after you, and you will have a nice ride in the heaven.
Hey, Locke, we should probably want to investigate the goblin path, see if it leads to a camp or something. But we can't just leave the horses. Do you want to like park them over here, off the path?
Yeah, I'll park him over here.
Alrighty, man. We shouldn't be too long, so I'm sure they'll be pretty safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna move him over here, Max.
Okay. I
Like
actually,
in the tree.
I actually can't click and drag that without messing up the entire battle map.
Alright,
We'll just
Okay.
assume,
imagination.
yeah, we'll just assume you guys easily roll them over there. Yeah, so they're kind of hidden in the trees. There's plenty of grass for them to eat. There's not going to be any problem with them being where they are. And at that, you guys.
Well, one last thing.
Okay.
I want to loot the goblins.
Oh, yeah, all right. No, that's
Loot
not
the
allowed
goblins,
anymore.
loot the
There
goblins.
is no looting anymore in this game. This is a non-looting game.
Well, too bad.
Okay, you find on them 3 million dust particles.
Oh, my god, I could start a dust company.
Selling
gonna-
dust.
Oh my god, that was a double meaning, if you know what dust is also meant to
Oh,
be.
yeah, right. We got a fuck ton of dust.
And
We're gonna
this
have
game
fun
just
tonight.
went a whole different direction.
So basically, I'm just gonna like give him a little hug when I hold his hand, being like, "Don't be stupid, let's go."
No. I want to check the goblins.
Looking through all the bodies, you find some very, very, very battered scimitars that probably aren't going to be worth anything. 2 short bows, which, again, they're made out of, like, you know, what amounts to duct tape and stucco. And then, I don't know what medieval time materials would be there for that, so... and also, totaling, you find 1.5 copper pieces.
Did someone cut a copper in half?
Bit in half. It clearly was bitten by a goblin. You can see, like, the teeth marks in it.
I take
Must
the half
have a baby.
copper.
To you then. Mm-hmm.
I'm literally writing my inventory half a copper piece.
This copper piece is stamped with appears to be some type of like very, very old symbol of some type of kingdom that you have never seen before.
Hey, yay, maybe it's a rare coin. You never know. I'll take it with me.
I basically smile really really bright and like getting my face really close to his ear. Everybody would think I would say like something sweet or something, but I'm basically saying like, "Get your ass going, or I'm not gonna heal you in the next fight."
Alright,
Couples.
let's go.
Couples. All right.
Off to adventure.
Adventure!
Neverland.
So here you come.
Yes, go. Just go. There's nowhere to go. It literally leads to the end of a black map.
No imagination. This one.
No, I don't.
No imagination.
I'm the DM Slayer. I have no imagination.
The DM Slayer. I'll
So you
DM you.
remember what I just said to you?
Thank you.
Okay,
Fine,
at
fine,
that.
move my token.
I
Jesus.
lost my. There it is. Okay. Can you guys put yourselves in marching order?
Sure thing.
I
will
don't
take up the
see
rear.
anything.
Bring it down to the floor.
I'm gonna go last.
Me and we're probably like being side ranks. If not, we'll be.
Yeah, we'll take up the front.
Okay then. Very well. So you guys head down the path. I need, let's see. I need the two people in front to go ahead and roll perception. Perception checks.
Ooh, I got a +2 to this. One second, I got you.
Damn.
I had
Oh,
plus
that
3
was
and I got 10, so...
Ooh-wee.
Oh yeah, we're gonna die.
I think we rolled the exact same thing.
I should have.
Die.
I should have walked in, like in front.
Yeah, we did.
You guys both rolled 7s. All right. So at that, hang on.
Level 1. Level 1.
We
My
are not
passive perception
designed.
is 13, if that matters.
1d2.
It does matter. Rogan, you guys are kind of walking, and kind of keeping an eye out on things with Rain and is it Zephy? I keep forgetting her name.
Safi.
Yeah,
Safi.
Zafi. Okay. With Rain and Zafi kind of up the back, kind of like talking and looking over things. Rogan, you step down, and all of a sudden you hear like the snap sound of a twig, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh-wee. If only I was level 2, I would got advantage on that one. Good normal. Oh,
Only
yeah.
we were level 18, then we'd be invincible.
Mm-hmm. That'd
If
be
only.
wonderful days.
So,
Literally be.
Rogan, suddenly, you're not sure why, but the whole world seems to be upside down. And you seem to be hanging upside down, about 10 feet
This
above
is
the
normal.
ground.
This is very normal right here.
This is normal.
Is
I
this
pictured
the
his
highest
dwarf.
you've ever been? Like, think about it, you're a dwarf. This is the highest you've ever been, 10 feet up.
My character basically
I've
getting
been on city walls.
I pictured his dwarf with his arms crossed, like, yup. No, this is
Yeah.
normal right here.
His beard just like
This-
stuck
yeah.
in his face.
Just every day right here. That's just
I'm
not
not-
even, like, phased by what just happened.
I'm gonna give Rain a slap on his neck, on the back of his neck, being like, "Don't be an idiot," and then being like, "Glock, can you please cut him
Look
down?"
at this face. You see this face here? He is the face, an epitome of perfect. Right there.
Glock, can you please
Yeah, I
cut him
cut the
down?
rope.
Ah!
So yeah, you cut the
No,
rope,
that's
and Rogan just falls 10 feet to the ground, taking falling damage.
Can't you do like an acrobatic or like an athletics check to like roll?
That is
Unfortunately
technically
not.
how I think it works.
Yeah, he just fell 10 feet.
No, Max, I agree with her. That is technically how it works. You're supposed to be able to make a roll to lessen the fall damage by a die.
Half it.
Really?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Hang on a second. This is a rule that I may have never seen before in my life.
Sweetie, why do you always say stuff like that? That's not nice of you. The small one can't be. Like, you have to be nice to small people.
How am I not being nice to him? What did I say that wasn't nice?
You're just so rude. What would you do when I was small?
Well, what are you talking about? What did I say that wasn't nice?
You just call him out for the size. It's not nice.
You literally call him small one all the time. You're just as mean as I am.
No, I think it's cute.
Yeah, I doubt he thinks it's cute.
He's
It's
a cutie. See?
No, yeah, that's not how falling damage works. A character who isn't
that's
carefully
baloney.
lowered down takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage from this fall. It's written like that even in the module. I can't find anything that says...
Okay.
that's
Yeah, I'm wrong. Jeez. Don't need to harp on it.
I'm
No,
now to a
I don't
god.
mean to sound like I'm harping. I'm more just like, if that is the case, like, why isn't that... Like, that should be in here,
I
then.
thought it was. Must be a Pathfinder rule.
Or is it, or it is more for like a thing from DM to DM? Like I used to play a turtle was a tutorial monk, and I had a debate with my DM that like if I'm like unarmored, because like unarmored shit does more damage as a monk, and I'm like carrying my panzer around with me, which basically gives me armor. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I hope you do.
So how much damage does he take?
He took 6 bludgeoning damage.
Yep. Ouch.
I mean, as soon as I cut it, I could like try to catch him.
You wouldn't have been able to. The rope's off to the side.
Oh, okay.
So unfortunately, yeah, he falls. He falls to the ground with his arms stubbornly crossed, and he hits the ground hard.
Are you okay, or should I heal you?
I extend my hand to lift him up.
He takes it. He pops his back. Oh, laying on my neck wrong. Oh.
Healing or no healing?
Sure.
So okay. I'm basically like getting over to him. Which of these? Wait a second.
Cure wounds.
I basically go over to him, touch his back, use cure wounds.
So roll 1d8 plus whatever your wisdom modifier is.
It's 4, I think. No, actually not.
Shouldn't be 4, it should be 3 at most.
2.
2.
Okay, yeah.
So roll 1d8 plus 2. There you go.
So basically, one of my hands again hold my holy holy symbol, and the other hand I put on his back. As I like formulate an inner thought of healing, where like a light disappearing, and the palm of my hand that I have on his back, as he feels a little bit of a warmth, which heals him.
Oh, thank you. That feels marginally better. Okay, let's continue.
All right. At that, the 2 people in front, I need you to roll perception checks again.
Jesus, guys.
Okay. The 2 people in the back also roll perception checks.
Okay. This is him throwing us a bone.
Catch it now.
I need to find it with perception. There you go.
We all
Okay.
need to roll perception for this. We
So-
all have 2 or 3.
So, because of the fiasco that just happened, the 2 of you in the back there are being a little more vigilant than you were previously, making sure that your 2 strong men on the front here don't, end up upside down again, despite Rogan's claim that this is normal for him. So at that, though, the 2 in the front are walking, kind of chatting. You guys are following the only path that you're on to wherever it might lead. The hills and the cliffs kind of coming closer and closer up in the distance. They go to step forward, and as the 2 of you in the back kind of look down at the ground as they're walking, you realize that it's a very, very crappy camouflage of a pit trap in front of you guys. And I need the 2 people in front to roll dexterity saving throws with advantage, with the assistance of the people in the back helping.
Ooh, oh, we got Shady.
Good thing I had an advantage.
Did I have to do it this time? Wait, do we also have to?
I didn't need it.
Or-
Nope, you guys both made the save because they rolled with advantage. So they go to step and Locke goes to fall directly into the hole. And Rain, you reach out, you grab your brother and kind of pull him back. Rogan, you kind of notice, and Zephy kind of reaches out and kind of says, "Whoa!" and kind of grabs onto your collar, and you don't fall. And as your foot actually hits the camouflage on the top, the whole pit trap kind of falls in, revealing a 10-foot fall to the ground.
Now that's unique.
So none of you fell into the pit trap. Hello, Shady. Are you with us?
I am.
Welcome. You're a little late, but that's okay.
A little.
Sorry. Forgot that we don't start at 8 anymore.
Thank you,
You know,
by
he's
the
only
way.
been saying 7 for a few weeks now.
Haven't seen it.
But
Uh,
nonetheless, Knock has arrived. So let's try and find a way to work him into the game here.
Let's just
Max,
wait.
Max,
Captured in
and
the goblin territory.
Yeah, you can.
I was
you
gonna
can-
say you can add him in the.
Yeah,
sort of-
we're gonna leave Knock on hold for a moment here. But Shady, is all your character and everything ready? You ready to go?
He doesn't have really
The
icon.
only
like
thing
this.
that I don't have on there is really a backstory, but everything else is good.
Yeah, you make
yeah.
the backstory
Yeah.
as you go.
Yeah.
It's always the best part. It's playing it on a whim. So cool. Oh yeah, we'll get Knock in here in a moment then. But yeah, so at that, this pit opens up in front of you guys, and you guys all avoid narrowly falling into it.
Okay.
Let's go around it.
We need to do something about these stuff. We can't have everybody getting hurt. We need someone to take the front.
I
Now,
think you guys are fine where you are.
Mm.
Just stop fucking falling into holes and falling upside down.
No promises.
Oh, he said it so. You know what? Let me go in the front.
okay. I got no qualms with this. But I imagine you do, and he points at
basically Basically, like I have both on my arms, like on my hips, and making like big steps in the front, being like, I always have to do everything by myself.
Well, we continue on.
Okay.
Rain, do you want the front as
Oh God, no! You can stay in front.
So this is how you guys are traveling now? This weird like
Yep.
3-person in front kind of thing. Okay, fair enough.
We're doing the squadron halt.
You guys have a name for this pattern? Like when you guys gonna yell it out?
Bear
The
claw.
claw.
The
The claw.
No, we call it the cover Rain's face.
Range shield wall.
Shield wall.
I like it.
We're doing that. We're doing shield wall. We need
The most-
everybody get shields.
I have
That's
a
how we're
shield.
doing it.
I have
All
a
3 of you
shield,
have
but
shields.
I
I
have
can
Yeah, we
use
all
my
have
right arm
shields.
with a tattoo. I can use my right arm with a tattoo.
the best thing about the whole combination is Locke will like it because it's a Berber. I will like it because I'm his fiance, and Rogan will like it because it has shields involved.
Oh, that's good right there.
Shady,
I
I'm
see
gonna
darkness.
send you a message on Discord real quick.
I see pure pitch black darkness. Oh,
It's to the left.
sweetie, be careful. It's a little dark here.
Okay, can you guys see? You guys are in the bottom left of the map there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lost
Okay.
James. For a moment.
Is he back? We good?
He just sent a message on
Bro,
Discord saying
Bro, I'm not gonna ban
him.
him. All right. Oh, internet went out. Be back when I can.
Hello?
Oh. Okay, good. No, wait. Hello?
I can hear you again. Okay, there you go.
Is everybody? Is it dying for everybody? I can hear you guys.
No, that was just
I'm
me.
fine.
I'm good.
It was
Okay.
just me.
I gotcha. So James is the only one still kind of missing right now.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries there. Let's see. We've been going for about an hour and a half. You guys good to keep going? Or do you take a couple minute break?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we lost to James on Discord even now.
Yeah, he'll pop back in a moment here. But yes,
Okay.
let me read the next part here. Oh wait, at that, you guys do get to add 75 experience to your guys' character sheets. So
5 experience. Mine's
75.
75.
And that's to each of you. You can add Shady, you can add to Knox as well. I don't want like you guys falling behind from each other. At least not yet.
While we're walking, basically like talking to.
How many to 200? Or sorry, go ahead.
While we're walking, I will like try to talk a little bit to Gregor and being like, Rogan. I'm sorry, being like, hey, since you're that small, like, is the air different? Like, do you have a clear view, or like, do you have any advantage with being like short? Not to offend you. I mean, like, just for me to like ask.
He looks forward as you ask these questions, and he just slowly tilts his head. Yes. And that's all he says, and just looks away.
I love the like kind of like New York Jersey style dwarf that Rokan is. Or whatever style it is. I don't know, it's hilarious. It's awesome.
Yes.
Log, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do you guys have a birthday? Like a legit birthday?
Yes, and yes. It's before the solstice. Mine is, and Rain's is right at.
Oh, right, there was something about the last day of the year, the first day of the year. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. My internet went out.
Welcome back.
Unacceptable. Get better, James.
What did I miss?
I was having a little talk with the other battle.
Then 75 experience goes on your character sheet, Mr. James.
That's level 8, right?
No, it's 9.
Oh, not my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you could take a feat just to jump to 10.
Oh, awesome. I didn't know about
Yeah.
that. Thanks, Max.
Yeah, it's new. It's a Pathfinder rule. Oh, wait, wrong
Oh.
game. No, never mind. You got to get to 300 for level 2.
Oh,
All right. So as you guys... Hang on, where's the actual thing I'm supposed to read? Hang on a second. I've been like totally like going off memory instead of actually reading things. Okay, I guess we gotta keep doing that because I can't find it. So as you guys kind of move up, you realize you've came to a point where the path kind of like melds with the slow, shallow stream. That I think my internet just is going out too. That was weird. Okay, anyway. The tracks kind of like meld through this, and you could see either side, like either bank of this kind of like slow-moving stream that kind of comes out of this cave that's kind of stuck within this cliff ahead of you guys. Basically showing you that these goblins came from within that cave.
Ooh. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Basically, I'm being like, oh my god, I haven't seen clear water in like forever, and then in nature. I will like try to pull off my shoes and like making my way to that little stream, like to dip my feet in the stream.
Huh.
Sweetie, don't you want to come in the water as well?
I look down at my very nice, expensive boots that go halfway up my leg and go, no, I'm all right. You can enjoy the water.
Come on, sweetie, it's your element.
Yeah, but I'm fine. I'm fine.
Just pull off those shoes.
No, I'm fine. Don't worry. Just you go ahead and swim without me. We
Mhm.
we probably shouldn't really be playing around right now.
What about you, Rogan? Come on, Rogan. Come in the water with me.
That's funny. You do know the goblins probably use this Just stream to bathe, drink, crap, pee. What else? Let's see here. Yeah, everything. I would
Okay,
suggest.
while he's saying that, I yell and they jump out of the water back to the others.
Yep.
Oh well, now they know we're coming.
So, as you guys are kind of jumping around, you hear what sounds like a little girl through the briar thickets to the right of you. And then you hear it kind of quickly silence.
Come on, Max. What's your best little girl voice?
Help me! Help me!
Mother,
What? Did that little girl smoke a pack of cigarettes each day for the rest of her life?
Help me!
mother mode activated and make my way up and don't even care who's behind me.
So stop right there.
And no one comes.
Those of you who follow can position yourselves a little bit behind her. So at that, Zaffi, you turn the corner, and you're met with the sight of two prepared goblins as they instantly release their short bows at you. And then go ahead and roll initiative.
What did you do to that little girl? I said while pulling out my mace.
There we go.
Right, initiative. Boop. Haha, I rolled good for once.
Man, we all did
I
kind
didn't
of
roll too
good.
bad.
Except everyone except Max. Oh man,
Oh, damn. Shady, you gotta roll 2.
he
did.
did. He got an 18. It may have not
Forgot to
clicked.
click on my token.
Oh, my God.
Got it.
If you want, I'll just re-roll it.
Guys,
I'll take the 15.
just messing me up. No, it's fine.
I like
got
messing you up.
I got you. I know you do. Okay. Also, just for rules-wise, I forgot to mention this. A lot of these maps are pre-made by the lovely Wizards people who made this module. You guys can kind of use the grid as a guideline, but you don't have to be perfectly within a square or anything like that. So, just so you know. But knocking on wood, as he is so well named, on his character sheet anyway. What you got,
Yeah.
Zaffi? You see this bird, kind of in this like haphazard, rickety wooden cage. And with Shady, why don't you tell us how big and what does knocking on wood look like to Zaffi?
Okay, knocking on wood. Literally, his name is. I'm not sure if you can copy that very
Yeah,
easily
I
or
got
not, but he looks like a canary, a 5-foot canary with arms and no wings. He, do I still have my equipment, or is it like taken from me, or?
Any weapons you had on you would have been like set off to the side, as well as like any backpacks or anything. But you're still wearing like any armor, or clothing, things like that.
All right. Well, you see this canary who's wearing chainmail that looks to be that of the Royal Army, with the insignia on the left
He's a
shoulder and
fighter.
everything. If you look at the insignia, and if you know about the army, it is more of the reconnaissance version. As for equipment, you see all his crossbow, sword, shield, and pack about 5 feet away from his little cage. And this canary is making noises of a little girl screaming for help.
Okay, basically what Steffi will basically like turn her head a little bit and she would like scream towards where she thinks that her party is being like, we got a bird!
Burb! Burb!
It's a burb. All right, but what is it you're going to be doing? And are you just doing that in this cage, or is there an action you want to try and take?
Is there like a lock on it, or is it just like, how is this thing closed in?
You've been captured for maybe like an hour, and you know it was almost as if they you had like a moment in these woods where like you just kind of weren't really paying attention, and suddenly these goblins got the drop on you. They kind of shoved you into this cage about an hour ago. The handle of the cage is basically a stick with a rope tied around it, and then it's tied around one of the poles. So the door is essentially just kind of being held on by like some old vine and rope that are knotted on each other, knotted on each other. It's very rickety.
I want to hold my action till the goblins are preoccupied with them, and then I will go to escape.
Okay, fair enough. Rain, you hear Zafi, yelling about a bird and a little girl or something as you kind of like run up through this shallow creek. What do you do?
That's a good question. I'll sort of run up to here and like look at. Oh, that's what I see. Okay, and see the two goblins, and I forget. Can I use the assist action at a range, or is it got a 5-foot little reach? I forget.
Not
It's 5-foot reach
yeah.
for the help action.
Damn.
For now.
Alright, I don't want to get close to these things. I'll throw a dagger.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, I'll throw a dagger at this one. That's within range.
I just realized the map was really dark.
Does
A
9 hit?
9. A 9 unfortunately does not hit, so your dagger kind of sails through the air. It sticks into this wooden cage, into one of the wooden poles.
Poor birdie.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright. Okay. Yeah, so, Shady, depending on what happens, essentially we'll have you go on the goblin's turn. That'll be when they're essentially occupied with them. Just throwing out. You'll get to go first, and then the goblins will react. Alright, Locke. Everyone's running into this little thicket area.
Can I go through?
You cannot go through the thickets. They are
Okay.
dense.
I'm gonna run up behind Zaffy there, and then over her shoulder, I'm gonna throw my hand axe at that one. No, we're gonna throw it at this one.
Okay. A 13 does
13.
not hit. A 13, the iron axe sails past the goblin, kind of landing at the floor of the thickets there.
I swear to God, guys.
Zafi, as your party members are appearing and just throwing weapons wildly, how do you handle this?
I'm using Sacred Flame on this one.
What is your DC again?
My DC is 12.
Okay, so yeah, he is not able to avoid it by any means, so go ahead and roll the damage.
Ooh.
Same thing, your Sacred Flame kind of hits this goblin and kind of crisping its like chest and its kind of like the whole front of its body as it kind of burns and scars this goblin. It yells out this goblin sound. I can't make a goblin yell sound, but it does that. Rogan, the battle has commenced.
My only path through is through them, so I'm just gonna throw a javelin, like arc it. Yeah, let's arc it.
All right, got a javelin, a little bit of touch.
Yeah, got 30 feet on this baby, so just gonna go like just barely cresting over that hill, so it's like 25 feet in range. Perfect. That's blah blah blah. It's not bad, but blah 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 blah.
Roll it up, man.
He's doing it again. Roll it twice. I don't care. I'm just gonna roll.
1d20 like always.
Okay, keyboard, don't work on me.
How are you?
There we go.
Yeah,
22.
that got him. Go ahead and roll the damage.
Yeah. Probably this one right here.
I'm sorry, which one was
Going
that
for
again?
that perfect.
He said the one on the right.
Okay, yeah, the one on the right, the javelin just
Yeah,
goes
that one.
right through its forehead, and it just falls to the ground.
Yeah, gotta get that perfect trajectory.
All right, knocking on wood. This goblin is actually in range of you, but they are very distracted with the rest of the party.
I will open up the door. I'm assuming I can do that.
Yeah, and the strings and everything are just barely in. They just kind of push the door, and the wood kind of cracks and creaks, and the vines just kind of snap and fall off. And you're just kind of looking out the door like, yeah, you're free.
Can I get my shield and sword in the same amount of time? If it's so easy to open.
Yeah, you can. You won't even go out of range of the goblins. You just kind of walk out of the cage, and all you're just kind of laying there, leaned up against a rock.
I will pick up my sword and shield.
It is done.
And I don't think I have enough time to go and attack them, do I?
No, because no,
right.
you're right. Yeah, breaking out of the cage and then picking up your items.
Getting the stuff.
You know, this like me crisping those goblins. I kind of want to go and get some meat after we finish these guys off.
Suddenly, a nice steak sounds delicious. All right, knocking on wood though, it is also your turn. So you now have your weapons. These goblins are distracted. One lays dead in the ground.
You didn't give the goblins their turn to do anything.
You're right, I didn't.
Yeah.
Having some crispy chicken.
Oh, hell, lucky they didn't have advantage.
Oh, actually, you could take an opportunity attack. They would have ran forward to Zafi. If you want to take one.
Yeah, I'll do one.
You stab forward, but the goblin had just gotten out of your reach. And then it runs forward with its scimitar and swings at Zafi. And Zafi's able to kind of duck out of the way of the attack.
Mm.
And then the other one's dead. Alright, Knocking, you're up.
Well, I suppose I'll just walk up to it and try to slice off its head. Why? Because I can. Does a 22 hit?
Yes. Barely.
Okay.
No, but it has.
Just barely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you stick your rapier through its neck and you attempt to like rip its head off, but all you're able to do is do some pretty catastrophic damage. The head stays on the goblin and it kind of like gurgles blood out of its throat and out of its mouth, but it's still alive.
Oh, man.
Cutie,
That guy got
kill him,
9
kill him,
damage
kill
and
him.
he's still up. Oof.
But I thought
Can you
you...
kill-
Wait a minute. I thought that was on the
The
right
raid-
one.
It's like Sacred Flame. I already got killed the other guy. 4 plus 5 for the Sacred Flame earlier.
Yeah, that was one on the right. There's another one to the left of it that hasn't taken any damage
I
yet.
thought he got that one.
Nope, that one is still up.
Okay.
Well, barely now, but yeah, it's still up.
Yeah.
Rain, this bird has just stabbed this goblin in the neck.
Kill him, kill him.
I will step up here and pull my perfectly brand new rapier, sort of hold it with both hands and just go and stab forward. Hey,
Roll the damage.
3.
Oh, yeah.
So you just and it happens to turn a look at you and you stab your rapier right through its eye. And
Ew.
it just stands there looking at you with his rapier through its eye and into its brain. It's clearly dead, but you're almost holding it up now.
Oh no, I'm not. The second it goes limp, I just fall with it.
Yeah, so then it just boom,
I'm
just
not
falls
strong.
into the ground.
Okay, I'm jumping over the corpse and going over to Knocking and being like, "Are you alright?"
Rogan's gonna retrieve his javelin.
I'm just trying to
I'm
figure
gonna
out
retrieve
what
my hand axe.
he would say. Yes, miss, I'm okay. You see as he just opens up his beak, he doesn't his beak doesn't even move. It just opens up, and you hear this voice of a little boy just be like, "Yeah, miss, I'm okay."
That's normal.
I'm just dying because it's I think it's like that cute. Can we keep him?
I'm gonna turn around and grab my crossbow and bolts.
Sweetie, please, can we keep him?
I'm pretty sure he's not an animal. Well, at least not fully animal. Yeah, he looks humanoid enough. So I don't think we have the right to keep him.
Oh, can we keep him?
Why are you asking me?
What about you, Rogan? Do you think we can keep him?
He just like he looks at you like he's staring at the javelin, and he just turns his head like as if mimicking the very same scene from earlier. Yes.
Democracy, we keep him.
Again, I don't think we have the right to. We're not slavers.
Do you want to come with us? She turn around and say that to the bird.
I just mimic the sound of a rusty hinge.
Said yes.
And I'll just do it again.
Okay. One time this sound for yes, 2 times this sound for no.
I will mimic your voice and just say yes.
Good. What's your name, buddy?
You hear,
Nucky. Okay, follow me, Nucky. She's turning around, making her way up.
Wait. What's your name?
in my character's mind, it's like, oh my god. It's gonna be like that.
Oh, please do internal monologue of knocking throughout this game. That'd be amazing. I really want to hear that. Like, it's not like no one can hear it, but like
Knocking
internal
is just
monologue would be amazing.
These people are going to go and call me knocking. Should
I've
I
seen him
just...
like be like a really professional guy. Like, oh, these people here, how dare they treat me like a bird?
You,
Let's go.
you then hear him just to make it easier for you. He's thinking, okay, screw it. And he says, "Yellow feather."
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Nuggy. I'm basically grabbing my bag, pulling out some leftover cookies I have, being like, do you want a cracker?
Ooh, no, sweetie, I'm pretty sure that's not something you can do.
Why not?
I had a Kenku in Bard school. They're not birds. They're people too.
You also say that when I say stuff like you're short to a little cutie here. He's still nice to me.
How tall are you? Exactly.
I'm 5 feet. I'm exactly 5 feet, I think.
So you're basically the same height as me.
I'm talking to this guy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, she's talking about Rogan.
Yeah.
I think.
Like I'm 5 inches lower than her. It's like, yeah, no, I'll say how it is.
Can we just keep going now? And then making my way up, and I will basically go in the front and like kind of guide everybody because I think I can do that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull out my
Max,
javelin.
quick question.
Let's go.
Max,
Go ahead.
quick question.
Yeah.
Are the little torches on the ground how you're lighting up the area?
Yeah.
That's actually really smart.
Yeah, so this map obviously takes place in a cave, but they don't like allow. I can't lose global illumination because then you guys will see everything. So
No, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, I just use the torches. Also, on the character sheet, if you look above your guys' player characters, it says torch. At any
you got the
given
old torch back.
yeah, at any given time, if you guys want to light up an area, like if your character lights a torch, all you have to do is click and drag one out. Set it directly on top of your token, and you can click and drag and select them both and move them at the same time.
I don't see it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
hang
don't know.
on, it might not be available to everybody. 1 second. Hang on, I lied.
Well,
Okay, now it should be there.
Yep. While everyone else is moving into the cave, I'm going to quickly cut off the right ear of both of these goblins and then hurry on with them.
Oh, I was waiting for you to do something weird.
Weird?
You're
How's
cutting
that
off the
weird?
ears of goblins. Anyway.
Hey, literally in my hometown, if you take the head of ravens, you can get 10 cents per head.
Yeah, Michigan has that with rats, I
Yep.
believe.
So he's thinking it's going to be something along the same line, so he's taking ears.
So basically, since we're walking on water, I'm like kind of pulling my dress, my robe up, and being like, "It's always so dirty here."
Can I keep a look at it as we walk for like shiny things in the water? Like shiny rocks or little geodes, just little pretty things.
I'm your shiny pretty thing.
Sure.
Okay.
He needs more shiny pretty things.
Want to roll something like perception, investigation?
What's your passive perception?
Oh, not high. 12.
Okay.
I have a passive of 14, if that helps.
Well,
I'm
you're not
a bird.
looking
I
at
like
rocks,
shiny.
so-
I like shiny
James.
things. I am a bird.
James, go ahead and roll it right now for just where you are currently.
He has the highest perception among us.
6. I can't roll worse shit tonight.
You thought you
And
saw a worm crawl into a hole.
Okay.
A worm?
Can I try to
I need to find this worm.
Can I try to intimidate James and being like, "Get your ass going"?
You can just do that and just roleplay character. See what he does.
Get your ass going, or I will get no heals for the rest.
Alert
of
the entire
this.
world that we're here. How about that?
And at that, just inside the mouth of the cave, a few uneven stone steps lead up to a small dark chamber on the east side of the passage. I'll reveal it in just a second. I know you guys can't see it yet. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end and is filled with the stench of animals. Savage snarls and the sounds of rattling chains greet your ears, where 3 wolves are chained up just inside the opening. Each wolf's chain leads to an iron rod driven into the base of a stalagmite. As these wolves kind of like work and pull and pull against these chains, they appear to be rather well, I guess you can say, applied. The wolves are
So
just
I'm
able to not reach.
Can I just ask who else can see the whole map?
Yeah, how much of the map can you see?
Let's see here. There's a little bit of black right here, but I can see from here all the way up to here. There's a little bit of black over here, a little bit of black over here,
I'll see you. What the heck?
a few dots of black over here. There's black right there.
I have a cone of here.
I
like, that's
can't
basically a cone.
Yeah,
It's likely
Yeah, only you have that, Shady. I'm not sure why.
I still have dramatic lighting because I can only see half of my party, but yeah, I can see the map. I just can't see what's in it.
Yeah, you won't be... Okay, well, at least there's that. Yeah, I have no idea why your token's letting you see that. It's not like I moved your token through here. Oh, hang on. I'm going to fix it, actually.
Burn it with fire!
How about now?
Yep, that worked.
Alright, it was the advanced fog of war was like glitched for you, so I was leaving everything revealed. Alright, well anyway, let me set up this next room. Gotta move the dynamic lighting. Oh, Zaffi, you can move back where you were.
Oh, okay, sorry. Like before, earlier I was like here.
Yeah,
the
you're right
stairs.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, these snarling wolves. Oops, I should probably reveal them. Come running out like at you, and then they just kind of clang right against their chains, and they're just kind of barking and yapping and barking at you.
Oh, doggies.
Thank you for that. I can't do wolf noises.
By the way, I activated light so we can actually see stuff.
I'm fine.
What did you cast that on?
I cast it on. Can I cast it on a rock on the ground?
Absolutely.
Can I pick that rock up Arthur?
Yeah, no, you pick up a rock and you cast light on it. It just woof, it just shines with brightness. And hang on, let me do this. What is it? 20 feet by 20 feet. Okay, there you go.
Okay, so basically, I would try to first of all, I'm going to try to intimidate those wolves, being like, okay, that's it, get your shit together. Can I do that?
Hang on. 1 second. So you're trying to intimidate them. Okay, what'd you roll? 14? 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot to pull up their character sheet. Unfortunately, wait, hang on. Let's roll. Well, tell me, how do you try to intimidate them first?
Like, I'm going to like whistle before I'm being like, okay, boys, that's it, get your shit together.
Okay, instead of intimidation, roll animal handling. That'd be a better
Okay.
roll for this.
Okay, I didn't even saw that as a thing. Oh, 12.
Okay, and at that, yeah, like the wolves, they just kind of like look at you, like they're just like snarling now. They're not really barking anymore, but they're just kind of growling and like looking at you as you kind of like wave your hand in the air, like, hey, let's go, you try to intimidate them, but you kind of get them to calm down a little bit. But they are still snarling and kind of hunched back on their legs, kind of waiting for you to get closer, it seems.
Hey, Robin, you seem to know a lot about creatures and stuff. Do you know how we can like get through without killing those beings?
Keep the cage on them. Only thing you can do. Other than talking with them, around the meat. That's it.
At that, I'll just make some goblin noises. And then point back at them.
Yeah, the wolves seem to, did you move inside the cave then? Or are you outside?
I was actually talking to my own team. The inner
Oh,
monologue
sorry.
is-
I thought you were turning to the wolves.
Let me inner monologue. These people, they seem to be trying to get past some wolves without killing them. Perhaps feeding them would be best. We do have a couple dead goblins after all. How to explain this to them?
And then thus goblin noises and you point.
No, Naki. We have
No,
already
we
looked
shouldn't talk.
in those bodies. They don't have any meat with them.
I will facepalm, which looks kind of weird because I have a beak. And at that, I'll just go and grab one of them and drag it into the cave and just toss the body to the wolves.
At this point, Locke understands what knocking is trying to do and grabs the other one.
You two are so barbaric.
Yeah. Literal
Well,
barbarian.
Miss Sissy Pants, why don't you just sit down and let the big boys play?
He
Isn't
thinks
it
in his
cute?
head.
No, you actually hear that in a half-orc voice.
Grandma. My grandma. Never mind.
Grandma.
That are no heals for you for the next fight. My colleague.
So yeah, you throw the goblins in there, and like the
Don't piss off the healer.
wolves kind of like watch as these bodies kind of sail over, like blood kind of leaking out of them. They hit the ground, and the wolves just ravenously attack these goblins and just start like gnawing and chewing and eating. These emaciated wolves look like they're enjoying this meal more so than they ever have before. And over enough time, they just kind of lay there and kind of full. They just kind of like lay down and begin licking themselves and kind of cuddled up in the corner, I guess you could say. Their belly's full of goblin.
Okay, so I'm making my way a little bit, like I'm like trying to stealth, not really stealth, but like sneak in there, to like do investigation and see if I can see anything like behind here.
Remember, don't get too close. These are wild animals. They like to be free.
I will
Given
be
a meal?
okay.
Just be careful.
I am.
Yeah, and one thing you notice towards the back, a narrow opening seems to exist in the east wall that leads up seems to be like a natural chimney. You can't tell how it goes up, but it looks like on the ground there's an awful lot of rubble and bones and half-eaten things that seem to have been thrown down this fissure. So clearly there's some way up at the back of this cave. It kind of leads you to believe someone was feeding these wolves through that fissure.
We should keep going. Doesn't look really appetizing.
Yeah. Want to go first, or should I?
I will. I have the
Yeah.
light.
I'm just inner monologuing. I wonder what they plan on doing with these wolves when we leave. Are they going to set them free? In which case, we should just kill them because they are going to be a danger to the people around.
Left
or
or
we're
right?
just going
What
to
do you
let them stay here and starve to death.
Left or right? What do you think? Oh, I have an idea. Basically, I'm going to use charm or whatever, and I think it can basically light up a fire. Like to see if there's any other like air opening besides the one behind us. Like since fire is like going in the direction of air. Yeah, flame up seems to flicker bright.
Wait, what exactly are you doing? Sorry,
Okay.
I was looking in my house. I heard somebody knocking on my door.
Okay, basically, when you lighten fire, it will always like point in the direction where the air is coming from, like openings. And I'm using trauma or whatever you call that spell, and like flicking up a light to see if there's any other air opening besides the one behind us.
It doesn't seem to be. The flickering clearly is blowing towards the exit. James, are you back, by the way?
Just move on with us.
Okay.
All right. So which direction are we going?
Anyone got a coin?
What about the left?
You're leading. You choose.
The right is always the right.
I'm gonna take a look.
Okay. Zafi, you get to about here. And you hear the sound of a goblin yelling. And as you all turn and look to the right, you see a goblin on top of a bridge, kind of yelling, almost as if he's jumping up and down, yelling something in goblin. Hang on a second.
Initiatives.
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
Okay. You guys hear what sounds like water rushing, and the passage is suddenly filled with a mighty roar as a huge surge of rushing water pours down from above you guys. So washing down the passageway this way, the water slowly kind of fills up above your ankles and then to your knee, and then a wall of water comes rushing through. And at that, I need you guys to roll. Let's see. You guys to roll dexterity saving throws.
Since I'm already on these stairs, do I really need to?
You are within 10 feet, as it describes, like this
Okay.
area. Yeah. If you were inside the hole, you wouldn't need to.
Yep.
Now let me roll.
Four.
James's.
4. 4 and 8. How lovely. Can I like since 18 is probably going to save me, can I grab for Rogan and try to help try to like hold him?
Hold on. There's more to this. So, Locke, you're able to escape this this flood. How do you do this?
Oh well, I'm gonna use my innate ability, which is levitate.
Okay, perfect. I need those of you who failed, which would have been knocking, Rogan, and Rain. Wait, yeah, okay, yeah, just the three of you guys failed to roll a strength saving throw.
Ooh, I'm good at those. Okay, I probably jinxed this for myself, so let me unjinx it by saying, oh, I did it again. There we go.
Oh wow!
Oh, he did it again.
Let me roll Rain's.
I had to do it multiple times just to unjinx myself. Oh man, you rolled
Wow.
19.
Okay. So Zafi, you reach out and you grab on the Rogan, and Rogan, maybe you reach out and you grab onto a
Like I'm pushed back as I'm getting pushed, and I managed to bump into him, and I'm pushing onto this wall.
yeah, there you go.
I just managed to catch myself and pushing him forward.
By the way, you didn't ask me how I saved myself because I did a saving throw, the scary saving throw.
Yeah, you did it. I assumed you kind of moved into the passageway here, but
Yeah,
what
okay.
did Zafi do?
Well, she pulls out her mace and do like a hard smash against the wall, so like the mace is like sinking in the wall a little bit, so she could like hold herself on the handle. If you know what I mean.
That's very creative. Yeah, so she's able to dexterously kind of like smash her mace into the wall, and she holds on tight and kind of like is able to avoid the brunt of the water as it washes by her. Locke kind of hovers into the air. Rogan kind of washes down a little bit, hits against knocking a little bit, but then hits the wall, and he's able to hold on, not taking any damage. What does the Kenku do to strength-wise get out of the way of this water?
I don't even move. I just grab onto the wall with one hand and just, since I'm already mostly out of it anyways, it just bypasses.
Okay, yeah, the water kind of like washes up and hits you in certain times, like with some power, but you're able to kind of like spin away from it and just kind of like let it keep doing that, considering it's, you are mostly out of the way of it anyway.
What do you think of the idea of Rain like getting splashed by the water and just grabbing Rogan's leg and panically scream?
I like that. That's exactly what happens. So the water hits him. You just he's just like hanging on a Rogan's leg, and Rogan's like like
This is normal.
people hold on to me.
Rain suddenly forms as a massive wall.
So after a few seconds, none of you guys are washed away. In this, the water kind of like settles back down to like its normal, original kind of shallow trickle. Most of the cave, most of the debris and everything being washed out of the cave. The rocks are all now slippery, and glistening with water. So at that, now you guys can do more things.
I'd
I go
like
and
to
pick
take out
my
my
brother up.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. I go ahead and pick Rain up onto his feet.
Okay, I'm making my way up here and
Nice.
try to investigate the bridge.
I see it run off, and I head off too.
Okay. Hang on, let me go to the bridge.
The 5-3 tonight. Nope. It's 5, 6. Because someone 7. People be rolling some crappy roll.
The rolls.
The damage is also 3, so I can count that as well. So 8.
All right. Well,
Yeah, 8.
In the shadows of the ceiling to the north, you can just make out the dim shape of a rickety bridge of wood and rope crossing over the passage ahead of you. Another passage intersects this one, 20 feet above the floor. Keep in mind, the ceilings of this cave are rising more than 20 to 30 feet in the air.
Okay. You said how high is the bridge?
It's about 20 feet up.
Okay, so I'm 5 feet. Hi, Noki. Are you not a bird? Can't you fly?
I make the sound of a rock sinking into the water. Kabloop.
I think that's a no.
Go extend your wings.
Maybe if Locke lifts up me and I lift up Rogan, we can maybe make it.
Yes.
In my mind, I'm going, well, the dwarf is,
The inner
what,
monologue.
4 foot something? How tall's the dwarf?
It is 4'7".
4'7". The girl is 5 foot, basically even, right?
Yeah.
So that's not even 10 feet. And she wants to put a third person, which is going to be extremely difficult. So unless that person can jump off of the shoulders of the two, yeah, this is doomed to fail. So,
Well, I'm 6'5", so I can help.
yes, but try
Somewhat.
jumping off of somebody's shoulders at that height doesn't really
The thing
work.
is, we could hold each other like on the wall, so we just need one more person
All right.
to climb up of us like leather.
Rain!
How about... Okay. Naki will just take out his rope and
There we go.
throw that over the bridge so it hangs down the other side so that both sides are hanging down.
Yeah. And once
By the
that'll
way, I'm
get
still
folded.
levitating, so I'm just gonna go up there.
I want to go up there too, so I'm like
Up to
lifting-
30 feet. I mean, 20 feet.
So
Yeah.
basically, I'm lifting up. Basically, I'm lifting up my skirt and like doing a knot on one side, so you can like reveal like a lot of my legs, and I'm like blushing because I don't usually do stuff like that. While I'm like climbing up this rope.
So one of you are climbing the rope. How did this rope get tied up there?
I have no idea.
So,
I am gonna hold the other side and let the other people rope go up. It's kind of like a pulley system.
Oh, so you threw the rope over the bridge?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then, Locke, you just kind of flew up there?
Yeah, I just flew up there.
All right. So who went up there first? How did this all transpire? Did you go up there while they were figuring this out, Locke? Or are you the one who brought the rope up there?
Yeah.
I should probably do
I mean,
an
I could
athletics
just do
check or
both.
something.
Yeah. It was a
Okay.
whole lot of trouble.
So, Locke, you kind of get up there and you throw the rope. And you turn around right as Zafi gets up there. And Zafi, you get up there with just enough time to notice the goblin hiding in the shadows.
Banana, banana, banana.
If I see one more goblin today, I'm gonna cross.
As he shoots an arrow at you.
And the song starts playing.
Miss.
And
This
Misses
split the party.
completely.
oh yeah,
And at
that
that,
arrow's gone.
Initiatives.
roll initiative.
If I see one more goblin to, oh my god.
So let me click my token. There. Perfect.
Oh, Rain, that's who's missing.
I can't do anything either.
One person
No,
has
yeah,
to
they
hold
probably
the rope. One person has to, like, Locke is either tying up the rope so everybody can, like, climb up, or he keeps holding it.
By the way, how much do you weigh?
Me?
Yeah.
You don't ask
Well,
that,
the,
woman. 60
I'm
Kilogram.
180. I'm 180 for mine.
60 kilogram.
Oh yeah, it's that weird my funky system versus your funky system.
I'm sure Rogan can pull Zafi up without any much issue.
Yeah. 17 strength. Yeah.
Okay, so Rogan, you kind of pull these system Zafi up there, and you see an arrow sail past her, missing her just completely. Like the arrow misshoots like straight up in the air and kind of lands actually down in the water near you, Rogan, indicating that there's definitely a battle that had just begun. You notice behind you, though, you've been slowly walking up some slick, wet steps that seem to walk up the side of this river.
Okay, Bird, I'm gonna wait. So I'm gonna hold my action, the dash, as I hold the rope. As soon as, so the trigger for the hold action is the dash, is to when he gets up there.
So once the bird gets up there,
Yeah.
that's when
As
you're
soon
going
as
to
he's
dash.
done. Yeah, I'm gonna
Gotcha.
dash up these steps and get there.
Okay,
However far my little feet can take me.
sounds good. Lock.
Okay.
I can't push past her, can I?
Hang on, let me see how wide this bridge is. I don't remember how wide it is. 1 second. Let's see. I want to say it's only 5 feet. Yeah, it's only 5 feet. So no, you wouldn't be able to necessarily push past her.
How
wouldn't
high
be
is the
able to
ceiling?
It's about 10 more feet high. 10 to 15 feet.
Do you want to
Okay,
jump over?
I'm gonna float 10 feet above her, and then land right in front of her for my movement,
Can do.
and then I'm gonna attack the goblin.
Can do, sir. Yeah, you come down from the levitation there and land in front of the goblin. You swing, but you realize that this cavern is a little bit narrower than you thought as your blade kind of just hits the wall next to you. Your long sword not quite fitting with your swing. The goblin will then react accordingly. He kind of throws down his bow and he pulls out a scimitar.
That was an action, right? Or-
Misses.
No, that's in 5e. You can throw up and down and draw a new one.
Okay.
Without it being an action. Yeah, but he misses anyway. So his attack was like on him drawing the scimitar. So he draws a scimitar slashing at you at the same time. Knocking, you heard Rogan. He called for you to maybe use this pulley system or rope that he has set up here to get everyone up there. But it is your turn.
Get up there.
I will go over to it, and, well, since it's going to be that and that, I might as well take the double action to run and get up there all in the same turn. So,
That you can do.
let me guess. Athletics? To climb the rope and get over to it and everything?
Yeah, to hold on.
Oof.
Yeah, you're fine. It's not that hard. I mean, you're holding the rope, and the Rogan's essentially pulling you up. So.
Yep.
So you're good. So yeah, you pop up just behind Zafi.
I will ready my bow, and that's going to be it.
Okay then. Zafi, you're up. Locke just landed in front of you to help protect you.
Okay. I'm
Sacred
grabbing. I'm grabbing again my holy system, my holy symbol necklace as I close my eyes. Draw my hand again, leashing forward, and to cast another sacred flame. That's a hit. Like it works. Let me throw.
So I forgot to do my hold action, so as soon as her turn is done, I'll go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yours was written the bow. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. I totally forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Okay.
we both forgot it, and I just remembered. So
I'm assuming it was at the same time anyway. So as she's doing this, casting the sacred flame, you begin running up the stairs.
yeah. Oh crap! I didn't want to cuss, but eh.
So yeah, you turn the corner, and you're met with the sight of an arrow being pointed down the stairs.
I still got some more movement.
Oh, he had an action ready for anyone to come up there, so he's going to shoot at you with his action. Here,
Okay.
hang on a second.
I'm just gonna charge at him. Yep, that hits.
So 23 hits
So
you
not-
for 6 damage. The 3 was in case he crit.
Yeah.
He did not crit. So yeah, the arrow sinks in you as you're dashing around the corner and you charge up the stairs at him.
What do we do with Ryan, by the way?
Hang on, we'll handle that on once Rogan's done moving.
Did he?
Yep,
did
that's
he,
it.
Okay.
Did he wrote something down on his character sheet?
No. Raina would have been doing what the group suggested. So at this point, he probably would have just dashed to follow Rogan up and around the path, I assume. Kind of staying safe, but being prepared.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Not much to do up there.
Yeah, so we'll just have him dash to keep up with Rogan. And as Rogan takes that arrow, Rain kind of like ducks around the corner. But Rogan, it is your turn. So you make it up these stairs with an arrow in you.
Okay, buddies. Time to rage. My last rage of the day. Boom. Then he's going to use the bonus action. He's going to use his action to attack now. Ba-ba-doopy. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That doesn't work.
Yeah, I was looking at your character sheet. I can't figure out why it's not working. We'll have to look at it when the game's over.
14.
14 does not hit.
Bruh. How could he?
So yeah, you
That's
swing
okay.
down. The pain from that arrow, Rogan will probably never admit it, but the pain from that arrow strike causing his swing to be slightly off.
If he goes unconscious, he'll never admit he went unconscious. That's how deep his grudge goes.
All right, it's just a regular thing. So that's every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
What, you don't sleep?
You don't sleep anymore?
Lock, you're up. This goblin standing in front of you is short.
Alright, I drop my long sword and get out my hand axe instead.
And you just threw the hand axe somewhere and didn't pick it up again?
No,
Yeah,
they
I went
pick-
to go pick it
They
up.
got their weapons, yeah. That hits. So, like, you take this hand axe and you just split it into the forehead of this goblin. You pull the axe out and blood just kind of splurts out and the goblin just kind of falls backwards into the ground. Is there anything else you like to do in your turn?
Yes, I would like to move. And holy crap.
Coming around the corner,
Yeah.
you see, Rogan in a battle with this goblin whose back is turned to you. You see Rain at the
Yeah.
bottom of the stairs and 2 more goblins kind of looking down at you guys.
Help!
All right, so on the goblin's turn, this goblin here, I don't know if you can see it even. Hang on. Oh, you can't. So you see a goblin. You think you see a goblin through the cracks duck into another room.
Some move behind there. Watch your backs.
This goblin's going to charge straight ahead at you, Locke, and swing with a scimitar. Doing 8 slashing damage.
That hit.
Man, being up front hurts, man. Doesn't it? Us with 3 constitution.
Okay, sorry. At this other one's going to swing at Rogan. Oof, doing 6 slashing damage.
Down to 3.
Knocking, you're up on this bridge and you hear the sounds of battle ahead of you.
The way I'm down.
Can I get around this healer?
Well, did you go down with the 8? Because the second tag was not on you, Locke. Locke? See? I was making sure he didn't think both those attacks were on him.
Oh.
But I'm not sure if he's there anymore. Okay, well, anyway, we'll figure that out when he gets back. Knock. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna go forward. Let's see, how far can I go? I can go 30, so...
How low can you go? How low can you go?
Alright, so I'm gonna go right here and take aim at him.
How low can you go?
Fire away.
25.
That hits.
Ooh-wee.
4 damage.
Oh man, you got a 7 for this.
So that crossbow bolt sails through the air, striking the goblin in the middle of the chest, not dropping him, but severely injuring him. Is there anything else you want to do in your turn, knocking?
I'm going to take a knee while I reload.
I'm making 20 feet of my way up. Oh my god.
That goblin has its back to you, so you turn the corner. You see one goblin looking at Locke, and the other one has its back to you. The one up above you.
Which one looks the worst?
We're both pretty hurt.
That
For
goblin.
for the
I'm gonna
healing.
swing my mace on this one. So he misses.
Yeah, unfortunately, he kind of ducks out of the way without realizing it, fighting Rogan.
Yeah, she had advantage and it was just an 8, but yeah. Well, now I have advantage, so that's good.
Alright, so Rain on his turn. What is he going to do?
What can he do?
Oh, I'm going to his character sheet.
2 first level spell slots. Rapier, that's +3. Oof.
He can... He has a healing... Oh, he has healing word. I don't know if I want to use one of his spell slots.
Oh, wait a second. Can I check something real quick? Oh, can I do a bonus action?
If you have something that allows you to have a bonus action.
Yes. I
Like,
got
what are you trying to
healing
do?
Words, and I want to heal Locke. If that's okay. Right? If that's okay, I can do that, right?
Why am I having a brain dead moment? I believe so, yes.
I'm healing him for 3.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know where Z went. Z, you back?
We lost Z and James.
Z never said he was taking. He just like ended his turn and then left. And I'm
I
not
think
sure.
James did the same thing.
Did
Okay.
James say that he was somewhere?
Yeah, he said he's got to help his family or something like that. I thought he said.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But then Z just kind of disappeared after his last turn. But anyway, okay. So you heal him. He's healed up for 3 more points. On Rain's turn, though, he is going to. He'll throw a dagger, I suppose.
Or is he not just inspiring Rogan, I guess?
Oh yeah, he was doing that last time, wasn't he?
Mm.
Yeah, action, bonus action, you can do whatever you want.
He doesn't have that on his character sheet. What was he using?
For what? Inspiration?
Thing? Oh, Bardic Inspiration, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, as part of inspiration, you just cast it on somebody. I mean, you sing it to somebody, and they get a D6 for 10 minutes.
That's a bonus action, isn't it? Yeah, it is a bonus action.
Maybe.
Okay, and then he'll also throw a dagger. Dagger misses. Okay. We cast it on Rogan, by the way.
Yeah.
So Rogan, you are up.
Advantage due to flanking. Now look at this puny goblin. Let's see if he can take the front of my pure, unadulterated maul. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. I do it every time. Okay, let's do this.
Whoa.
Yeah, there we go.
Crit works.
So 46. Ah, that's good. $23 damage. I think I did good.
that's a more overkill than
pretty sure you got him there. So yeah, you swing this maul down, just obliterating this goblin, sending his body
I
sailing
am
through
on
the air.
4 HP. I am hurt and I am angry. I am Rogan, and I'm just gonna move to here.
I'm just really sorry I can't heal you anymore. I don't have any heal slots for you.
You're fine.
Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Oh, did I get something back?
Did I just hear Z come back?
Yep, that's me.
Okay, so real quick, we gotta go back for a second. You know the 19 and the 6 slashing was against you, but not the 23 and the 8. Only one of those attacks were against you. I'm not sure if you knew that or not.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'm down.
Yeah, because only one of those hit you, and then like you went AFK, and I'm like, I don't think he realizes only one attack was against him. Yeah, because Rogan took the.
I took the 6.
Oh, Rogan took the 6. So did the 8 knock you down then, Z?
Yeah, the 8 knocked me down.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
Oh,
sure.
shit.
All right.
I healed him.
Yeah, no, you're back up again.
Yeah.
You have 3 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry,
Give me a
Rogan.
point, buddy.
Continue your turn, sir.
I was done. I used I have bonus action, but I can't really do anything, so I'm just gonna give him face. Look, yeah. That's my turn.
Okay. Locke, you're suddenly thrusted awake and back into the realm of the living by Zafi. What do you do?
I'm assuming I'm prone, so I get back up.
You do.
And then I hit this goblin in the face.
You do not.
So,
Oh,
just pray.
you gotta, yeah.
So you go to swing at this goblin, this hand axe slips out of your hand, and it hits the goblin in the armor, and it falls to the ground. Right in between you and the goblin.
Well, shit.
The goblin, however, takes a scimitar, and he swings at you wildly.
Going for blood.
That's it.
I'm back down.
The goblin yells something in goblin that you can understand. He sticks his scimitar into you, pulls it out, and we see Locke just kind of like stumble backwards and fall into the dirt. A poof of dust just right at Knocking's feet. Knocking, how do you handle the situation?
As soon as the body is falling, the goblin just sees this bird pick up his crossbow, and as the body's falling, a bolt sails right in front of his face.
Let's see if he dodges. And he doesn't! One day, like, in this future days, it's gonna, like, be a spam of all my maul attacks. It's gonna be awesome.
So
Then, after I shoot it, I'm going to pull the body of my fallen friend, because I don't know how many more in front of me, and pull him behind me to
friend.
safety.
Friend.
Rain.
Hey, hey, Raindrop, sweetie. Would you mind healing your brother? He should be able to heal. And yes, my cutie nickname for him is Drop. He's Raindrop. Isn't that adorable?
Adorable. So who do you ask him to heal again? Sorry. I forgot I have to play Rain.
I'm asking Rain if he could pick up his brother with his healing, because he can't heal. I cannot right now because I don't have spell slots anymore.
Okay. Healing word
Yes,
isn't
healing
a
word.
touch, is it? No, it's a range
No, it's
thing.
not.
No, it's a range.
So Rain just says cucumber. And that's the word he speaks. And Locke, you're thrust back into the living world again. Your wound
No, I
shooting
hate
shut.
cucumbers!
Your, Your wounds sleep. You guys would like hear the sounds of his wounds like slapping shut as like the bleeding stops, and then just bam, you wake. Yeah, I hate cucumbers. Rain has a smile on his face.
You feel okay, look.
Just keep the cucumbers away from me.
Okay.
What's up,
So
Rose?
basically, I made my way, and I like looking around, but I found more steps as I made my way like more in this direction.
Rogan is gonna run. He's still on that hardcore drug.
Don't forget to hit a wall.
Oh yeah. Let's do that. I don't have any HP to do that, so I
What's up,
am
my
running.
streaming too?
Just punch a wall. You have to make an
All
attack,
right,
don't
stop
you?
there.
Guys, can you please just
Probably another 40 minutes or so.
Get hit by the wall. That's
Stop moving. Stop moving.
Well, I'm collecting as many bolts as I can, so that's 1/2 of the ones I use, so I'm up to that tower.
I'm just rushing down
All right, hold on a second. Hold on. Slow down.
with the surprise action then. Or the hidden
shit.
attack.
You guys are able to like get your stuff back. So like your dagger, your bolts, yeah, that's all. You're good to go there. What I haven't been doing is giving out experience though, as you guys are going through this. I guess we can do it at the end though. Yeah, we'll do it at the end. But
Can I do
Rogan.
it?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. What do you say?
No, I was like getting up here and they asked if I can do a perception check, but if Rogan is like in front of me, that's fine.
No, yeah, you need to actually. He ran in here on his own, so you were like here.
Yeah.
I think when he ran in, Rain would have came up the stairs. The bird was gathering things and Lot kind of followed you guys, but he went running up into the stairs. So at that point, Rogan, you get to the top of the stairs, and let me read the description for this room. Sacks and crates of looted provisions are piled up in the south end of this large cave. To the west, the floor slopes toward a narrow opening that descends into darkness. A larger opening leads north down a set of natural stone steps, which is what you're standing on. The roar of falling water echoing from beyond. In the middle of the cavern, the coals of a large fire smolder. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me put a fire in there. I can light up the room a little bit. 1 second. Let's use this one. What the hell?
I'm gonna use second wind to heal myself some.
Okay.
Oh right, by the way, what is knocking for a class?
What was that?
What is knocking's class?
My class?
Yes.
Why do you want to know that? It's so personal.
So personal. I don't need a dark vision. I have dark. I got dark vision. That's what it was.
I'm a fighter.
We have 2 fighters.
Well, I'm an archer, so
Should have went ranger.
nah. That'll come later. I'm gonna be a better archer than a ranger.
Hmm.
Okay. So
Oh yeah, you're gonna get that special class. Subclass.
Special class? What?
That special subclass.
Oh. Battle Master? Yes, I am.
Okay.
No, there's actual magical archer.
I don't want that one. I don't want Battle Master.
Okay.
He's a master of battle.
Yes.
So, Rogan, you come running up the stairs, and to your right there, a goblin stands, shooting an arrow at you.
That hits. That's 2 damage.
And as you notice that one, you hear the twang of a bow. Another one sails past your head. Zafi, nearly hitting you, it sails into the water. And at that, let's re-roll initiative.
Yep. The raging barbarian does his thing.
I'm
Don't
just
forget
over there
Ryan.
collecting ears while all of this is going on.
And then katunk. Oh no, not
Oh
again.
man, they already.
Don't forget Rain.
Yep, hold on a second. I got a bunch to do here.
Gotta get the goblins initiative. Gotta get Rain's initiative.
Hey Rogan, how much goblins are in there?
I didn't expect you guys to run directly into the next room either, so I didn't have everything open.
In our
I was
monologue
thinking.
time, my character is thinking, he's like, coming from the army to this group. The army, we all sat back, waited, struck out at the same time. These people, we can't even control one. He ran off someplace. Poor soul, he's gonna die. Rest in
Also,
peace.
by the way,
The
in between of whatever we're doing, I was passing by him. Like not right now, but like that was earlier. I was passing by him and I was like looking this red thing in his face earlier.
like the player notes, like from me, other than Rogan, if he was in a calm state of mind, he would never have run in here. He realizes he has 4 HP, and now it's 2.
And the goblin has a 21 initiative.
Yeah, he would have never run in. But Raging Rogan and Rogan the Good has 2 different personalities. Player note. Oh, what a wonderful thing.
Okay. Just a quick question. What do you guys see the order as on the turn order?
Goblin, healer, dwarf, blue guy, second blue guy, birdie.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Just want to make sure that everything came out correctly.
Name.
So at that, Rogan, more arrows come flying at you.
Please touch him. With barely no heals.
It's, and that takes me down. Do I get rolled down into the healer's lap?
That's fine. You fall down the stairs.
Oh God!
He's landing with his face in my lap, and as I like try to hold him up.
As you try to hold him, you realize there's another arrow flying at you, Zafi.
Okay.
And it strikes you right in the shoulder, doing 7 damage.
Okay. Doesn't look good for me. Alright.
Zafi.
And I'm glaring at that guy, really angry as I cast my Sacred Flame. That's a miss.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh man!
So yeah, your Sacred Flame hits him, doing 1 point of damage.
Guys, a little help would not be bad.
Rogan, a death saving throw after that 1 point of damage goes off.
Please give him a natural 20. Please give him a natural 20.
Click on that.
So you,
Not sure if that's it.
that's good. You succeed.
Okay,
So
good.
Rogan, you cough and just this blood and like internal damage comes out as you kind of go closer to surviving this ordeal. Locke, you're up.
Okay, I'm running past them if I can. I don't know if I have enough room there or not.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You can make it.
All right, I'm gonna run past them, and then I'm gonna yell back at Rain, "Heal Rogan!" And then I'm just gonna take a defensive stance. My shield up.
Okay. What, doesn't that give you an added AC bonus or something? I forgot how that works. Is it parry or something?
You could choose like to take the dodge action.
Dodge, that's what it was,
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gives disadvantage against you, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like, there's nothing really you can do, like, to stop their attacks on other people, but still, you can, like, intercede any melee fighters that come and try and get other people.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So Rain, I'm assuming he's going to heal Rogan here with his last spell slot.
His enchanting words are so beautiful. I see why you want to marry this guy, good old Sapphire.
Rogan, somewhere in your stupor of being unconscious, you hear the word squash.
I love how Rogan
You're
is.
thrust back into the world.
I love how Rogan is kind of whispering all these nice things into my lap.
And you're suddenly thrust with 6 hit points back in your body, and your wounds seal shut, and your rage has subsided.
You're okay, Rogan.
Knocking. What are you going to do?
Goodwillow's shady.
Shady.
I had it on mute.
That happens sometimes.
I noticed.
I do it a lot.
Anyways, I pick up my crossbow and I'm going to stick to the wall. And as soon as I see one of the goblins, I'm going to peer out and take a pot shot at him.
Got it.
After you shoot, I'm just gonna grope that red part of your face again.
And then afterwards, I'm just going to put my back to the wall again.
I'm just gonna like grope that red part of your face again, and be like, oh my god, it's so fun.
And I'm just going to start reloading my crossbow.
Okay.
No,
Are you going to hide behind the wall?
Yep. I don't know what else is over there. Not going to take the chance of getting shot.
Now that provides you either half cover from the position, but anyway, that's a good stuff right there.
Just gonna keep patting your feathers.
Lock, an arrow comes flying at you.
Nope.
Clinks off the shield.
And then a scimitar.
Nope.
All right. You manage to block the attacks. And then, as that goblin does what he does, from out of some crates ahead of you, a wolf bursts through and just sprints directly towards you, clearly looking to rip you to pieces.
Ah, another wolf that we have not disrupted with our meat.
Disrupted with our meat.
Oh.
Well, that hits.
So DC strength saving throw. And the
I
first
don't
attack
think
was
he
whispered. I
even
don't count
needs to
those.
do it. Oh yeah, he rolled that second win, so. Ah.
I'm assuming I'm prone now.
Wait, weren't you in defensive stance?
I was.
Wouldn't that be disadvantage against you? Isn't that how that works?
Yeah.
What's your AC?
Yeah.
It's disadvantage all of
My AC is 20.
So
Which
that
means
means
it doesn't hit
It
you.
doesn't hit you with a 19.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, good.
Yep. So you're welcome
I
for
still take
remembering that.
Still take the damage, right?
No, he didn't hit you at all.
No.
If he rolled
Oh,
with
okay,
disadvantage, so the 22 and a 19, so he takes the lower of the two.
That's true.
Yeah, so
No.
you actually he thuds against your shield, trying to like bite at you, not doing any damage. And then you hear the sounds of thudding as this large being comes from around the corner, yelling, "Who at my cave?" And he just kind of like comes around the corner. And this large man thing swinging
I just go,
down.
man, you're ugly.
And he's like, I ugly, you ugly. Hang on.
No, me uglier.
And he pauses for a second and looks at you.
He just does a kiss.
He's just staring, super confused.
Is it my turn?
No, hang on. I keep hitting the wrong button on my computer. And it took him off Whisper Rolls. Okay, he swings down with a Morning Star on you, Locke.
That dodge action is saving your life.
Yeah, right. The
Yeah, it
shield
is.
is 12, and you're not getting damage.
Yes, yeah, you're able to block that one.
Okay. So
Zafi.
basically, I'm passing by the boys. So I'm like here, like revealing my beautiful self as I am in front of them as I'm casting Sacred Flame at this buddy, being like, "Get your ass off my team." I need a dexterity saving throw of this creature.
Which one did you attack? The large one?
The large one. I hit.
Oof. Yep. Roll the damage.
Oh. Throws his weapon on the other side.
3 damage.
So yeah, you burn him like across the face, and you just kind of shakes it off a little bit. Rogan.
Take a step. And time to fire the javelin of arms. Let's see here, the javelin of arms is that one. It rolled. Oops, that's a 23. I forgot to get rid of the disadvantage.
No, you're good. Yeah, 23 hits. Who are you hitting, though?
It would probably be like, since he's trying for the straight trajectory, you would go for the goblin.
Alright, yeah. This goblin just flies through the air backwards as this goblin travels with it. As the javelin hits it. And what is my computer doing? Sorry, hang on a second.
Javelin of miracles. Oh.
Weird things are happening. Okay, I think it stopped. That was weird. Okay. Yeah, you killed it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, since I'm out of rage. That's it. My cure ability is gone.
Locke, you're up.
I'm gonna take my hand axe and I'm gonna try to hit the wolf. God damn it!
9, unfortunately, does not hit it.
I can't
You
hit anything
swing-
tonight.
And you swing down, and it's just
Should've
like
went into
chomping
that
at you through your shield.
dodge.
And you swing past it. He kind of like hangs onto your shield and out of the way. Yep. Rain. Rain's going to give Bardic Inspiration to Knocking on Wood. And that'll be his turn. Knocking, you're up.
Well, I am going to turn out of my cover, take one, pivot around, and I'm assuming that the wolf is actually harder to hit, so I'm going to go after the bugbear.
That beautiful bug.
Yeah, you got it. 7 damage.
And then I'm going to pivot back into my cover.
It almost looks like he knows what he's doing.
Nah, no way.
No way a bird can do that.
Nah.
Alright, so the goblins are up. This one's going to maneuver into a better position. And he's going to shoot an arrow at Zafi.
I think
It's not
my
a
family
hit.
was
It's
laughing
a
at a
miss.
dog or something.
Okay, my Sophie's basically just like lifting her arms in front of her face, like being ready to die, like super scared, but the arrow just passed her.
Yeah, so the arrow misses her excitedly, I'm sure. Then Ripper trying to rip Locke's face off.
Told you. Should win that dodge action.
Still
Ooh.
misses.
Never mind. Never
But
mind.
that AC though. So yeah, he's just snarling at you, trying to climb up your shield to attack you and not able to do anything. But as you do that, you notice his Bugbear's Morning Star coming down with a force.
That's
Same thing though. You're able to avoid the 16 damage as you deflect his Morning Star aside.
God dang.
Zafi, as you move your hands away from your face after that arrow passes, you realize the battle is still on. What do you do?
Sacred Flame, the big one.
Kill the bugbear! Kill it now!
It makes the save.
It
And he works.
16 damage.
So it's able to...
Since I'm still like a little bit like paralyzed from my own fear, I throw the Sacred Flame and I just hit like right in front of his feet.
he just kind of like... just kind of like laughs as he lifts his Morning Star up. Rogan.
Ready the spear! The javelin of justice! And this is at the dog. The Ripper. Yes!
Ooh.
Crit.
Roll that damage.
Killed it all.
It's doing it! I can't roll it. Someone else, try.
I tried, it didn't work.
It's bugged.
Oh, yeah, it's giving me an error. Bunch of errors came up. Go ahead and roll that manually. I'll go through your character sheet and try and fix it after the game.
Is it? Look at it. Yeah, to rank me up in this way. 13 damage.
So Ripper like had taken a step back to like lunge at Locke and like try and get through his shield, and he lunges forward as this javelin comes sailing past Locke's left shoulder there, and it's just Ripper with his mouth open. This javelin just goes right into its mouth and just kind of right out his back as Ripper kind of plunges dead against the shield of Locke, and it falls to the ground in a heap, sending Clark into hysterics.
I tell you, as soon as my mind clears, it is a javelin of justice that saves the day.
Locke, this dead dog wolf just thudded against your shield. What do you
I
do?
go, nice work! And then I immediately attack the bugbear. God damn it!
Yeah, he's able to like deflect it. You hit off his armor. Alright, let's see. Rain. He'll give Bardic Inspiration to knocking again.
They should already have it.
Oh, that's right. We'll do it on
Hi.
Zafi then.
Yeah.
Or well, she's just casting Sacred Flame though. It won't even help with that.
Lock.
Yeah. Locke or Rogan?
Since he's doing. Give it to Lock, probably.
Okay. So he casts it on Locke to give him Bardic
Yeah,
Inspiration.
Yeah, I need it at this point.
Yeah, because he's his brother and anyway.
Hey, you're the front line guy.
Brother, do better.
That and I can't hit anything.
Alright, knocking. You're up.
Well, I'm going to once again pivot. And since I can see the bugbear first, I'm going to once again shoot at him.
Yes,
26
the
gets
light
him.
crossbow of justice and the javelin of justice. That is what we need.
Oh yeah, so that arrow finds its way through a gap in his armor right in his chest, and he just and he kind of like leans back as that one plunges in deep, doing quite a bit of damage.
I would like to mock him a little bit, using his own voice, and say, "Who in my cave?"
After like he takes this arrow, he looks up at you like, You know Clark, he says, as like he pulls this arrow out of his chest stupidly.
I will
It's
never
Clark,
hit
guard!
again.
No, doing actions or what?
What? You asking me something?
Oh,
Sorry.
he pivoted again. That's what it was.
Yeah. So I believe you're done, right? Knocking?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay,
I'm
sorry, just
pivoting
making sure.
back into my cover, and that's it.
Yep. Okay, so the goblin is gonna shoot an arrow at Zafi again.
That's a
She
miss.
he just
man.
cannot hit her though.
Just holds her hand up. Don't hit me.
Yep. And at that, Clark, his Morningstar high in the air, looks down at the dog. He goes, "You kill Ripper, I get you for this," and he runs. Locke, you can make an
Get him,
opportunity
dog!
I
attack.
get in. Yeah.
Uh, 15 does not hit him.
I'm gonna use my inspiration then.
Oh yeah,
Yep, go ahead.
because they just got it.
It's a D6, right?
It is.
Yep.
1d6.
Roll damage.
Oh yeah. 21.
3.
So you hack at his leg, kind of ripping open his like calf as he kind of turns to run. He just really keeps thudding away. Yeah, I measure the distance. Hang on.
He's going for the flank.
And he runs off to like to your right there, disappearing into the darkness.
Okay.
Zafi, you're up.
I will make my way up here. I can't see him. That's shit. I thought that I could maybe do that. I'm trying to. Actually, you know what? I'm trying to hit that little douchebag with
You got him.
my mace.
You got him.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you bash him for 5 damage across the head. He's still up though, so he just looks delirious, and he's about to drop his short bow to the ground.
Okay.
Rogan, you're up.
Rogan, anticipating the return of our wonderful friend Clog, is going to ready his action to throw as soon as he sees it. Sees him.
Fair enough. Locke.
I'm going to run after the bugbear. Guess I'll go this direction. Do I see him at all?
So what you're faced with there is a fissure. There is it seems to like be a lot of it looks as though Clark basically slid down through this hole in the ground. Down echoing throughout this hole, you hear the sounds of those wolves kind of howling and barking and yapping a little bit. So you can choose to descend through this fissure if you want to.
Clog and 3 wolves.
It's up to you if you want to go or not.
Yeah, I'll go down and then I'll immediately take a defensive stance.
All right, hang on a second. One second. Go ahead and make a athletics check. You will have to climb down. It's about 30 feet.
Is my levitate still up?
I have no
I don't know if
idea.
it's been. I don't know if it's been 10 minutes or not because this lasts for 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, the previous... You cast it before the 2 combats ago. Then you guys fought, and then you guys charged in here and fought again. I mean, at this point, it's probably been pretty close to 10 minutes, I would think, yeah.
Okay. So athletics then.
Yes.
Roll a D2. Just to determine it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, you stick your hands into both sides of the wall, maybe your weapon in your hand even still, and you just slide down this fissure gracefully, hitting the bottom.
And then I immediately go into a defensive stance.
As you hit the bottom, you see Clark standing there, kind of hunched over, just out of reach of your attack. He kind of turns and looks at you. You can see him, right? Did I move you past the dynamic lighting? Okay, good. Rain, having seen his brother run off, runs up into the room, seeing a goblin remaining. He takes a dagger. I have no idea how many he has. I'm assuming he still has one. Sure. And throws it. Oh, it misses.
Oh yeah, there was a goblin here.
Knocking. You're up.
Okay, so since this goblin is still alive, I'm going to pop out of my hiding place.
See, everybody's gone. Look at the remaining goblin.
There's stairs leading up, correct?
That is correct.
So how can I see this goblin? Isn't she blocking my view of it, or can I see it like...
You can... I mean, you can kind of see it.
Can
you
I...
know he's there.
Okay, so basically I see her, I see the bottom of her dress, and I see a goblin in front of her? Something like that?
You'd see it higher up on her, not lower. But you also could walk up the steps to see and then go back down if you wanted to.
I'm going to shoot through her skirt and shoot him.
Go on, roll attack.
Ooh!
Very close.
Very close.
Could have been very bad.
All right,
Could've
Over that
so
one.
But it wasn't.
Zafi, you're standing there, and you hear the sound of a crossbow go off, and then it kind of skips across the ground next to you. You maybe not realize yet, but you do have a small hole in your dress.
Oh my god.
How could it?
The goblin, however, though, swings the scimitar back at Zafi, yelling something in goblin, hitting her for 7 damage.
I'm done.
Oof.
So the scimitar crashing into her meets its mark, a meaty part. Somewhere on her side, this goblin just swings across, and the pain and the damage to her knocks her out for the moment. Actually, that's sleeping. Maybe we should do a different one. There, it's less ominous.
Yeah.
Oh, I passed Clark. Sorry. Let's go back up. Okay, Clark looks at Block. And he hang on 1 second. Lost the character sheet again. He is going to pull a javelin from his side, and he looks at you, Locke, and he just throws it as hard as he can. It misses you and smashes into the wall behind you, and he sprints
Bit too
away.
hard. Bit too hard.
Tell me when I need to do my DC. I meant to do my DS, my dex saving. 6, it probably failed.
Oof.
Yep, Zafi, the sounds of your gods calling you to the their god rather, calling you to the afterlife sounds like the most pleasant thing for you as you fail 1 death saving throw.
Oh no.
Rogan, you see Zafi fall and hit the ground in a heap. Your lock has
internal
disappeared.
rage.
What do you do?
The small amount of kindness that this lady has shown, it's enough. And Rogan pushes past these 2 lads, and he goes up for a smash. Let's see if it works. Nope.
No, unfortunately, your mace just kind of your maul around.
Too angry. Too angry. This time he's actually not calm. His usual self not calm.
Missing the strike. Lock. This bugbear thuds off as these wolves kind of look at what's going on.
Yep, I'm gonna try to run past him. I'm assuming they're gonna try to attack me.
Nope, the wolves sit calmly, still gnawing on bones. You notice that the goblins are mostly gone at this point.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna attack the bugbear.
Roll it up.
Oh!
How do you end this bugbear?
Oh!
As I'm running towards him, I jump off the stairs here and just shove my longsword right through him as I leap towards him.
And he falls forward with you, with you like on his back, and you guys hit the ground, and you roll off, leaving the sword kind of like in his back, and he kind of turns in a way, and he kind of looks at you, and he's like, Clark what? Clark leader, Clark, and he just then his jaw like falls slack, and like his body goes limp in the water as like the blood and the water and the stream kind of like wash away, leaving the stream like turning red as it washes away down.
Ah, it was bodies. It was dead bodies that went down the river. That's what else. I forgot about the last thing I was going to say.
Rain is going to throw a dagger. I don't know how many daggers he actually has, but I don't know. Whatever.
With
Oh,
Fiora.
it actually hits.
With Fiora.
Oh shit! Rain throws a dagger, hitting this goblin right in like the open wound on his chest, ending him.
He could revenge on his fiancée. For his fiancée.
Yes, in the pure frustration of his fiancée being knocked unconscious. Because you're unconscious, we're going to stay in turn order until we see what happens to Zafi. So, Knocking, you're up.
Well, I know a little bit of med, so I'm going to see if I can't help her a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, her wounds look to be too severe.
Yeah, I could wish I could aid you.
I'm just like, human. Shit.
Right, where's the beak?
Zafi, go ahead and roll another death saving throw.
Oh.
Please don't kill my character.
Okay.
So you hear the sounds of your gods as you lay there unconscious. And at first it sounded welcoming and warm and more accepting to go to them. You realize, no, you've more to live for. You have a soon-to-be brother-in-law fighting with you, and your fiancé just, is just on the other side of life itself here.
While I'm unconscious and whispering, rain.
He's gonna hold his turn, and he's gonna wait until Rain does his action, because he knows he has spells. He doesn't know how many he has, but hopefully he has enough, and that's what he's hoping on. So he's gonna hold his action to use medicine on her.
Okay, Locke, you're up.
Z.
Sorry, I'm heading back up.
Are you gonna dash then?
Yeah, I'll dash.
Okay. Then Rain. I don't even know what he has. He is out of spell slots, though. I used Healing Word twice. Once on Rogan, and then once on Locke, I believe.
Yeah.
So he is going to run up to his fiancée. And he is going to... My darling, my beloved, do not die.
Oh.
And I believe you're stable? Is it? Hang on. I can't remember what the dice check is for that.
I thought it was the DC of like 12 or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's 12 or 18. I don't. Maybe it's not that high. I'm sure 17 works, right? I mean, I doubt it's higher than 15.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, no.
That's
So
how you call it.
yeah, so as of right now, Zafi is stabilized. She's no longer dying, but she is unconscious.
Yeah, D4 hours.
So are we out of combat now?
So we'll say for 2 hours. But yes, you are out of combat.
Are we done with the session now?
What was that?
We played for 3 hours now.
Man, you just like jumping the gun today. I was gonna say, at that, we will find out what happens next session with Zafi being unconscious and, well, the rest of the game, rather, for that matter. But no, that was a very fun session, guys. You guys got through a lot with just enough heartache and just enough trouble to make it entertaining. So that was
So
fun
it's a
time.
I thought I was gonna die.
I am going to try to make it so that I don't take a single point of damage this entire campaign.
And you know I won't get you to take damage just out of spite. So if you can avoid it, you can avoid it. My people attack based on what they are. So if you guys all want to say bye to anyone who's watching currently on the stream, and for the future people who watch this video, now would be your chance.
Bye, all you lovely people.
So goodbye, everybody. Thanks everyone for stopping in to watch. Hope you guys all had
Goodbye,
fun.
my wonderful, wonderful people.
And that was a better outro by you that I could have ever done. So thank you for that. So goodbye, everybody.